Yes, indeed. Family, all I need you to do right now is put some hearts, some 100s, and some salutes in the chat for the great Asada Shakur. Certified salute to the sky, and we gonna ride for certified Black Society FBA all day. We hold our own down. We represent our own, and we do it in our own fashion. So with that said, and I got my brothers and sisters here tonight, let's go to work. Tupac, let them know.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Family. Go ahead and get your popcorn and crank this all the way up high volume because we about to go all the way live tonight. They gonna F around and find out, and we got that FBA soul in us, don't we? Yeah, we got some new ancestors now, don't we? And with that said, let everybody know where you at, family. Roll call FBA Friday, we in the house. We gonna represent city, town, state, region. Throw in your area code, your zip code. As long as you on code, just know you're rocking with the #1 activist Black Alpha Network. We got the whole certified 100 in the house, and we gonna do it for the great Asada Shakur, because that's the way we built, family. Represent ours to the fullest, because we always win by a knockout, and they already know. Certified salute. Black Alpha, we in the building. It's our time. It's about to go down. We running people out of HBCU campuses. We running up on folks in Cincinnati and Mississippi. Alabama still got them folding chairs. I got my family in the building. I see Savannah's in the place. I see Mississippi, Dallas. I see Indiana's in the place 2 times. North Carolina. I see St. Louis. Absolutely. It's the takeover. Chi-Town in the building. Much love and respect to Chicago. Memphis in the building. Much love and respect to Memphis. Louisville in the house. You know in Louisville here, it's got to be a party. Y'all see it all the way live, the 251, the 704. I see the 347. I see New York in the building, Ohio in the place. Shout out to my Buckeyes, you already know. I see the 313. South Florida's in here. Florida across the board. Cincinnati's in the place. West Virginia. I see Marietta. Yes, indeed. Little Rock. Yes, indeed. Queens is in the house. Chi-Town again. New Jersey 559. Much love to you too, bro. In Minnesota. Let's go. Family, this is what we talking about. Everybody knows who runs the yard, and it's foundational Black Americans. Everybody knows who is on top of the hill. That's foundational Black Americans. See, when we running people out the place and we running folks out the paint, and then when we see that the ancestors are behind us, we represent for them. They represent for us, and that's why things are moving. I see Seattle as well, and the 336, and Detroit's in the place, and Philly's in the place. Family, it look like we well represented. It looked like it's FBA Friday. It looked like I got all my brothers and sisters with me. So what does that tell you? That lets everybody know right now we ain't playing. We'll set it off in this mother, you know what. You feel me? This is how we moving. You got young brothers and sisters right now, and they not playing games with the supremacists. All the Charlie fatigues of the world, these young folks ain't playing with you, all right? I've been telling everybody that when we on code up here, it trickles right on down to the young folks. So family, I believe we got the elders. I believe we got everybody in the middle, and the babies is riding. You thought you was going to run up on the HBCU and you was going to get that African-American energy where folks are going to be, oh, let them play. Oh, it's all good. No, you better go find somebody else to play with. You better walk right on down to Julio because he wants to be you on paper. Mr. Mutombo, he wants some Jollof and he want to be next to you. FBA, you better find somebody else because we ain't come here to play today. So we all seen what happened out there in Tennesse State University, family, where you got these Charlie fatigue wannabes, these Charlie fatigue. Fam, you know what? Hold on. Let me go ahead and show y'all something. You know what we also got? We got that right there. And we got that right there. Let me freeze myself before I get too ahead of myself. We got these mops out here. And guess what these mops are doing, y'all? These mops are out here trying to get foundational Black Americans to stop. But you know what we've been saying? Keep your ass out of Black people's business. And the more you want to get involved in Black people's business, the more Black folks is going to stand on business. That's an even, proper exchange. So even me, myself, and I going 390 miles an hour, I'm going to bring it all the way back to talk very slow. We will set it off and you will know better. Let's go on down, family, and show everybody exactly what we're talking about at Tennessee State. They thought they was going to run that Charlie fatigue energy. Yeah, you better keep that on some W on W. You better keep that on some mop on mop because you can't come around here. Let's go to work.
Let me see if I got this right. CK gets pumed. Y'all then proceed to blame HBCUs and tech HBCUs only to find out that the was one of y'all. And instead of taking accountability, y'all decide to go target an HBCU in person, set up a table, and talk about why immigrants shouldn't be here and why DEI shouldn't be a thing on an HBCU's campus. Is that what we doing?
Yeah, that's right. Packed up and packed out. Now, this is the kind of energy that I like to see because you're showing up to an HBCU campus unprovoked for absolutely no reason but to antagonize Black people. And here's the thing. The antagonistic behavior towards Black people has continued to increase since Charlie. Whole time, Black people had nothing to do with it.
So somebody with those American red caps went and tried to debate some people on the HBCU, and the HBCU wasn't having none of it. They was like, nah, y'all need to roll. They was booing them, and they peacefully escorted them off of the premises. Now, let me tell y'all something. Leave folks alone. Especially Black folk, leave us alone. People be like, well, what the Black folk? Just be left alone. That's it. Like, you went to that campus, knew what you were doing. You went to that campus because you wanted to stir up stuff and you wanted to be a CK supporter. And you was like, well, since he ain't doing it no more, let me go on these college campuses and handle my business. No.
Hey, yeah.
Freeze. You better do the right thing. You better do the right thing. Checkmate.
Seeing what the happened now at Tennessee State University? Yeah, bro, my goddamn brothers and that brother and sister. Y'all hell that shit down. We need to go out there and throw a party out that this weekend. What you talking about? Them stood on business. That's how you stand up to them. Don't even invite them. Don't even let them invade our faces. But if you ain't seen it, got the clip for you. Hold on.
All we did was set up a table. I don't see that same energy. I don't see that smug supremacist smile. I don't see all that. What's wrong? I just want some debate. Them is babies running you off the block. You getting ran off the block by some children. What you want? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Look at that look, y'all. Is that same look they had before? Nope. Is that same energy as prior? Nope. Is that same, I just wants to debate y'all. What's wrong? DEI. There's no racism. Nah, you ain't got that look no more. Y'all see what a little bit of energy does to these folks? They can't stand the heat. You better get on out the kitchen. Them is young folks holding it down because I told everybody, the reparations generation, this Renaissance, foundational Black American, certified Black society, it's a whole new energy, a whole new wave, a whole new frequency. And the kids are tapped into it. The kids are tapped into it because they watching us. They watching every single one of us, and now they know how to roll. Shout out to the family. I see my brother Torian Reigns Reloaded in here. They changed it because of you. I see my brother Black Truth United. They changed it because of you. Hampton, they changed it because of you. Always Bet on Black. They changed it because of you. Yes, indeed. They know, we know, the world knows. Bam! Focus on all the sounds in the back. I hear about 152 hell no's, about ain't, wish you would, you bet not, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You know all the FBA terms that we have that let you know we will set this damn thing off. You hear all of them mixed up. You don't hear that with the Africans. They don't have one term. You don't hear that with Jackie Chan. He ain't got one term. You don't hear that with Mr. Estrada. They ain't got one term. Black Americans, we got about 11 terms that let you know you better not cross that damn line. And look at him with his head down. Look at him, head down. Don't look like you making America great again. What's great about America is them black folks behind you. That's what's great about America. Oh, it's a new wave. It's a new day. Gone is all that makes America great again, sir, by agitating and heckling people. What's great about America is the same damn lineage that built it, and that lineage is running them off the block. Yup.
Hey, tell them where you going now? Because I ain't TSU no more, boy. Can't hear you.
Very safe, very black, and very tired of this.
Family, that young lady was every bit of 19 years old, and she said she tired of it. Did we not pass down this generational vibe, y'all? I don't know how much more we can put it. I don't know how more clear we can make it. When the 19-year-old said they tired of it, what you think grandma thinking? What you think we thinking? What you think? Oh, no. Ain't gonna be no, we's gonna rest now and sit this one out. No, that don't look like we're sitting it out there. That look like we activated and we want to be all involved. Don't start the revolution without us. You see, fam, I told everybody, we have changed the world. This generation is showing you that we're different every time we step. And when a 19-year-old is saying, I'm tired of this, and when Mr. Mayo Man is saying, can I get out of here? You know we winning.
Can't even hear you.
Very safe, very black, and very tired of this.
He got his bag. Look, he done got his bag packed. He got his Miracle Whip jar in there. He got about 11 different jars of Miracle Whip. Head down again. Why you head down? Your head still down. You know if they was winning, when they think they good, the head all the way in the sky. It ain't up right now. No. Your head's down. You don't look too proud right now, partner. You look very, very afraid. This is what you call an FBA escort, meaning you trespass and invade, we will escort your ass back to your car, to the parking lot, and back to your house. This is nothing but an escort. Don't be mad at these young folks. They didn't do nothing wrong. I ain't see one person throw a punch. Not one person threw a kick. We ain't do none of that. We ain't got nobody on the roof. Look at the roof. Look at the roof. You don't see nobody on the roof. That's what your community does, Mr. Mayo. That's your people. Ain't nobody on the roof. We just escorting you back and we roasting. Let me tell you something. I know for my family, people in Tennessee can roast with the best of them. This ain't nothing but a roasting escort. This is how you do it. Ma'am, do you see a bunch of young Black American men and women? Do you see some boys and girls? I don't see no gender divide, y'all. Everything they trying to pull ain't working, family. Where's the gender divide? Look like our babies is standing together. Look like our babies is standing on business and on principle. Look like they love being certified Black. Look like there ain't no gender divide. Look like our sisters and our brothers will boot your ass to the moon. Yep. Watch this. Watch what this young brother says right here. Watch what this young brother's about to say. Family, tell me if you catch it. They're about to bring up a question to this young black brother who's walking, and notice the place, notice the event that he said this reminds him of. It's Black American style. Watch this.
Hi, Jaden. I saw.
The Million Man March.
Let me see if I got.
Did he say what? Whoa. This looks like the what? The Million Man what?
Hi, Jaden. I saw.
The Million Man March.
Let me see if I got this right.
Did the young brother say this looked like the Million Man March, family? Tell me if I heard that correctly. You know what I'm saying? I'm turned up today. I started off $2.50, had to bring it down to about $1.80. Now I'm back up to $3.20. Tell me, did I hear the young brother say Million Man March? Okay, now you know, like I know, wasn't none of them students halfway around during the Million Man March. Hell, some of their parents may not have been around. But I didn't hear him say this is like the March on Selma. No, I didn't hear March on Selma. I heard Million Man March. Let's go.
Hi, Jaden. I saw.
The Million Man March.
Let me see if I got this right.
Million Man March. Man, you got to love it. You got to love it. You got to love it, man. Fam, I done brought out the Tupac today, fam, so you already know how we rocking. Listen, how much more energy, man? You know what I'm saying? We ain't asking no more. We ain't asking no more. All we do is live at number one. You know the place. You know the residency. The residency is on top of the world. That's where FBA stays. That's where we spend our time. Look at the babies right there. Look at the babies, fam. You had the babies out there regulating. Wasn't nothing violent, so you can't put that on us because you got some people saying, oh, they was out there being mean. By what? Not being violent? So not being violent was mean? No. Sound like you just upset. But guess what? We don't care because you're going to have a problem regardless. So any problem you have is a personal problem. Let me tell you what I seen. I seen young Black American brothers and sisters. I seen a bunch of folks that were in their early 20s and down, and I didn't see nobody checking them. I seen them doing the checking. I seen them getting on code together. I seen them standing next to one another and saying things like the Million Man March, family. Not the March on Selma. You can't make it better. You can't make it better, y'all. Now is the time. Now is the time, family, where we letting everybody know clear as day what we've always told them. This is the new time and the new era, and this new generation is not to be played with. The baby's been watching us the whole time, y'all, the whole time. So what you have here is that you got these wannabe Dollar General, dollar store ass Charlie fatigues. And when the system of supremacy has some type of implosion amongst themselves, first thing they do is they try to go point out Black folks, okay? If they hit their toe on the wall, first thing they're going to do is say, well, Black folks did it. If there's a hurricane, Katrina, first thing they're going to do is go get a little militia in their neighborhood and go try to blame Black folks for it. If aliens come, they're going to try to blame Black folks. But Black folks, we ain't playing the blame game no more. See, gone are the days where you just gonna blame us for something. I remember the old times. I remember them scared Negroes that'd just take blame for nothing. You just say, oh, you know you did it, Jerome. I did. I'm sorry now. I didn't mean to do what I know I didn't do, but I owns it for you, master. We ain't owns nothing because you ain't master. Okay? What we telling everybody is we gonna do what we want. We gonna do it how we want. And whether you like it or not, that's a personal problem that you gonna have to deal with, not us. So it's beautiful to be certified. And what's more powerful, fam, is to see the young folks. This is why everybody's shook right now. They can say they're not. They can say that everything's good. They shook because that didn't work. The tactic of trying to get foundational Black American children didn't work. All right. It did not. So now we set the precedence because I'm hearing a lot of people saying it's going to happen again. They're going to try it again. Okay. But now we done set the precedence of what happens when you do try it. See, I remember a time when they would try things again. And the reason they kept trying it is because Black folks kept being passive and docile. Yeah, the March on Washington, the Selma March. People ended up doing those over and over and over repeatedly because Black folks never gave them you better nots. See, you better not goes a long way. It goes a long way. And that's the beautiful thing about that situation. Same with Alabama. How many boat brawls have happened since then? You don't think them folks want to lick back for the Alabama boat brawl? How many times has that occurred again? What about the Mississippi beatdown? Just a few months ago. Did anybody want to smoke again with that? What about Cincinnati? I haven't seen nobody want to get a lick back. What is the common denominator in all of those? Black folks stood up. I'll give you the answer. Black folks stood up. So therefore, don't nobody want to repeat that. You don't really want to repeat that now, do you? No. So you see the energy, fam. You're going to have a lot of people right now, they're going to come out and try to tell you how black folks should have played nice and should have been fair. They're going to try to demonize them young folks. Damn that, y'all. We carry them. We hold them down. The same way the ancestors hold us down, we're going to hold them down. That was a beautiful event. And I'm telling you, that's going to go down in history. That is going to go down in history, fam. Just like everything that we're doing in this generation is going to go down in history. But let me show y'all some footage that nobody's really talking about right now. I'm going to show y'all what ended up happening in the beginning, where they were out there trying to do their little smug thing, set up a little thing with a camera and kind of mock the young kids. Well, there's this one young sister that walks up and they're trying to mock her and say, "We'll take a picture," trying to get her like to take a picture. And this young sister grabs the sign and she takes off. And when she takes off, they're like, "Oh, that's not cool." And next thing you know, a couple other people came and took their signs from them. Just let them know, "Oh, no, you ain't welcome, nor are your signs welcome." Because we don't want your violence. You know, I mean, you guys are out there popping each other off of rooftops and you're bringing negative vibes and you're bringing attempts on people's lives everywhere you go. We don't want that around us. Family, it is your American right and your human right to not want that violent aggression. The last time we seen a situation with people who act like them, it was a situation that someone got severely hurt. So family, we don't want any of that criminality. They don't want to be around Chicago. We don't want to be around y'all. So keep all that away from us. You know, I don't like y'all coming around. Because when y'all come around, people be on rooftops and they get arrested. You know what I'm saying? They start tearing things up and people got to go to the doctors. You dig? So we don't want any of your energy. No. But let me tell you what energy was not there. Wasn't no punctified energy neither. Watch this right here, family. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. They thought they was real slick, right? Watch this. They try to play this young lady right here and they try to get her to like take a picture. Well, she takes their sign. After she takes their sign, family, watch, they try to start snatching signs. And the young brother sees them trying to snatch the sign from the young lady. And the young brother jumps in and said, "I wish you would." I told everybody there was "I wish you would" energy. Watch this.
Hey, sure. Can you take a picture? Just a picture. Well, you can't take it. Just a picture. You can hold it up for a second. Just 1 second. I'll hold it up for you.
Watch this.
Come on. Really? Seriously? Really?
Watch this young man right here. He's laughing. He's roasting. Don't be mad you getting roasted by some teenagers. Don't be mad. You getting roasted by some teenagers. You're going to be all right. You grown. But watch that. The W's try to get aggressive. And watch this young brother right here. Salute to him. He went from joking to you ain't going to be getting aggressive with these young black American ladies. Watch this, fam.
Hey, it's all right.
He's laughing. Everything's good.
Don't worry, we're good. Go. Okay.
Listen to him. He said, "You better not." Watch how that young brother went from 0 to 100. Don't tell us that black American men don't ride for black American women. Don't tell us that. You can come up with all your pop the balloon, tether dating shows, all of your democratic gender divides. You can bring every tether over here to try to create that. Watch how he was laughing, giggling. You see him? And then when he felt that the young sister was threatened, he turned up real quick. And that's how you supposed to be, young man.
Oh, you better not, Blake. You better not. Okay. Guys, we're literally just here to have civil discussions.
Damn. How did the Charlie fatigue wannabe get back to the microphone so fast? Family, I blinked. He was over there getting checked by the young brother. Next thing you know, I hear him on the microphone 6 feet away. I promise y'all, I swear, I did not see him walk back to that microphone. He didn't hit a U-turn. He hit a J-turn. That man done hit a whole J. He done twisted and came back. I've never seen that before. He hit a W-turn. What was that? How did he get over there so fast?
Yo. Oh, you better not, Blake. You better not. Okay. Guys, we're literally just here to have civil discussions.
Family, if you ain't a certified foundational black American and you ain't proud right now, then you ain't built for this work. You ain't built for this work. You ain't built for it if you ain't proud of these young folks right here. This is absolutely what we talking about. That brother stood on business. Old buddy turned around real quick and he told him, you better not. Don't play that. You're going to get aggressive stuff. Don't play that. You're living dangerous now. You're living real dangerous. Don't play that game where I'm going to go ahead and snatch this sign from them. No, the hell you not. You better check twice, think twice. You better hit your damn blinker, bust a block, bring it back is what you better do. But that right there is what you weren't going to do. And that right there is exactly how we seen the whole game. That is what I'm talking about, family. Those young brothers and sisters were standing on business. And notice, fam, you see all of them together on code. See, we don't have to sit down and have a meeting about being on code. We don't have to discuss it. It's all up here. It's all up here, fam. And that's the way they were moving. So they turned the tide real quick. Old buddy hit a U-turn, turned around, and was done. And this is what we mean by being on code and standing on business. When you stand on business like that, everything gets accomplished. That is the energy that's changing everything. So what you're seeing now, family, is that they were trying to play these young folks, and they were trying to get into a situation in a predicament where they can kind of point the finger at the black folks. Notice, y'all, the young folks didn't take the bait. Y'all notice that now, right? The young black brothers and sisters, they didn't take that bait. They didn't fall for that at all. There was no falling for that. They wanted somebody to get out of line or get out of pocket. What you ended up seeing right there, family, was they got roasted. You basically just got clowned. You got clowned on. That's it. You got clowned. You got dissed. They made fun of you. They checked you with words. I don't really know what the problem is. What's the issue? There ain't none. The only issue is that supremacy just took an L. That's what that is, family. They took a giant L right there, and you know they don't like taking L's, and they've been taking a lot of L's. They're taking the L's that they've been dishing out to each other, and now they're taking L's where they're not intimidating nobody. Let me make this crystal clear, okay? Black Americans, and apparently even young Black Americans, they're not intimidated. They're not intimidated. And let me tell you guys why. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why those young 19, 20-year-old brothers and sisters are not intimidated is because you're not intimidated. See, when you're not intimidated, they're not intimidated. What they say, family, if I'm crying, what the hell the baby gonna do? If the man crying, what the hell the woman gonna do? If the woman crying, what the hell the kids gonna do? See, they're not looking at us crying no more. They're not looking and saying, well, you know, man, we need to get it together. I thank you for whooping my ass in Selma. I deserve that ass whooping in Selma. I forgive you now. We shall overcome. Hopefully one day. Yes, we can. I told everybody in Washington, D.C. at the rally for reparations, when I got on stage, I told everybody, I said, this is not the yes, we can era no more. I told everybody. People listen, and then some people doubt it. For everybody who doubted, now you know. I told everybody. It is not the yes, we can defeated, punctified era no more. This is the hell to the gnaw era where you ain't running them games. So this is what it is. They looking at us now and they saying, man, the brothers and the sisters, they be mounting up. Them some regulators. Them brothers and sisters are standing on business. And we're giving that example to the young folks. And now you see the young folks, they riding. They riding full time. So because we doing it. So this is what I'm talking about. So what that was, fam, and what we're going to have to understand is those are what I call race hecklers. All right. And this is the trend that they've been trying to do for a long time. Let's make this clear. What they did at that campus, they've been doing that for years. They've always been trying to heckle and to agitate Black folks. And they're trying to do it under the guise of some type of debate, some type of argument. But now brothers and sisters are making it clear we ain't debating the non-debatable. See, the system of supremacy always understood how to put people in a situation where you're debating what ain't debatable. And Black folks used to take the bait back in the day. You've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled, and you've been had. Now we're not taking the debate, and we're not taking the bait. We're not falling for the bait. We sitting there telling you, oh, I'm not debating that with you because I'm right and you wrong. And if you don't like it, tough titty said the nitty gritty. That's what we on right now. So they're making it clear right now, there will be no debates. You can take that down the block. Because let me tell you something, family. Once you debate something that is an empirical fact that you know for certain, you've already taken the loss. So you go into the game with a loss. All these people who go there to debate, y'all know I be posting them all the time. What happens when people come in Black office spaces? Do I debate them or do I just check them? Now, if you want to have a debate about what's better between a Ferrari or Lamborghini, what do you like better, red or blue? What do you like more, apples and oranges? Those are things that can be debated. If we're talking about the system of supremacy and Black empowerment, oh, we're not debating them. I'm going to check you and send you on your way the same way that them young brothers and sisters in Tennessee did. And family, a lot of brothers and sisters are coming out right now and they're letting it be known. We're not playing them games. And there was a movie that came out this summer called Sinners. And watch how this brother breaks down how Sinners and what happened in Tennessee are exactly identical. Let's go to work.
You had a group of MAGA boys go to Tennessee State, try to set up a table to have dialogue and want to debate students at this HBCU, and they just ran them off the block. And you know, they tried to spin the narrative talking about they just want to go in and talk, and then they had to deal with a race ride, right? This reminds me of these missionaries that go to this. They went to this one country where they thought they were going to go in and preach the gospel and save these people that live on this island, and they got their hats handed to them. And never.
Y'all know what that is. You know what he's talking about.
They never returned. But anyway, y'all remember the movie Sinners? That movie came out, and you had a whole lot of preachers and religious and Christian people talking about how demonic the movie was, and you shouldn't go see it and boycott it, yada, yada, yada. But it's funny because these same people will sit there and say and admit that there is a spiritual warfare going on between good and evil. But yet somebody creates a movie, a film, showing you this warfare on a spiritual, demonic level, and then you got a problem with it. You got people who don't want anything to do with you, want to talk bad about you, want to sit there and act like they don't want to be around you, but yet for some reason they feel they have to crowd your space. And then when they come into your space and you don't want nothing to do with them, now they have a problem. And then they go get, you know what I'm saying? Now they want to sit there and get the battle cry, battle cry out, and want the world to see you in a different light. No. First of all, you didn't get the proper permits to come on this school to even sit. The MAGA boys, like I said, had to turn around, got ran off the block, which they should have, because again, you had no permission to come in. Nobody invited you in, so you got to go. So what I gotta say? Go back and watch Sinners with a different lens. Open your eyes and see what the movie was about. With that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side. So yesterday,
absolutely right, 110%. That's exactly the way the ball bounces. Brother put it crystal clear, crystal clear. See, when Sinners came out, we did a whole breakdown of how that was very potent and very profitable about what we talk about and what things are going on right now. That right there is telling you we're not letting these people in our spaces, because when you allow these people in your spaces, that's the type of energy they bring, fam. If we want to talk about energy, let's go there, fam. Let's go there. Who are the ones out there that have people just like them that show up and things always go left? Things go left. Who would want that type of energy on their campuses? I know damn well I wouldn't want that around my kids. I wouldn't want that around me or anybody's kids, because those type of people, quite frankly, they're terrorists. Okay, that's all they are, family. They bring that very, very tetheristic. Tether is, tetheristic because there's a lot of tethers, but they also bring a lot of that terror that comes with debating people about their own situations. That is what we are not allowing anymore in this era, family. That is not going. And we got to call out a lot of the tethers as well, because the tethers that what you've been seeing have been out there really supporting this. I've got video after video after video where tethers are out there and they low key getting mad. Like the tethers are upset saying, how come y'all didn't let them good W folks come and debate y'all? This is what the tethers been saying. And what we got to start looking at now, fam, is everybody's paperwork. Is your paperwork correct? Is your paperwork what it need be? Is your paperwork true? See, everybody thought that the paperwork checking was just something that we was doing for fun. We ain't doing that for fun. No, we got to understand who's coming around here and who's not. But like I told you, this is what I call the race hecklers. And their whole thing is to agitate. Black folks know that they've been doing that for the longest time. Y'all remember when Black Lives Matter would go out there and they would engage in these stupid debates or go dancing? Do you see the shift of energy, y'all? Do you see the shift of energy? The energy's not the same no more, because foundational Black Americans as a lineage, once we took over the grassroots and got out all them imposters, when the certifieds enter the chat and the counterfeits bounce, now you see things truly getting done. That's the type of energy and the vibe that we're speaking of. And when I tell y'all, we don't want none of their energy around us, because it's not a debate. Remember this, family. In the system of supremacy, they don't want to debate with you. They're trying to dictate to you. Debate is the wrong word that starts with a D. They want to dictate to you and tell you what it is. So every time you make a point, they'll just move the goalposts. Remember what I told y'all a few weeks ago. The number one rule in understanding and learning the system of supremacy is liars. Everything is going to be littered with lying. Everything. How they got here, what their intentions are, what they believe, it's all going to be lies. And what is so beautiful about that situation is that the young brothers and sisters didn't believe the lie. If you don't believe they lies, you going to go far. That's it. You ain't got to be no expert. You ain't got to be no professional, no professor. But just don't trust them. Don't trust anybody, and you're going to always be good. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at this right here. This brother makes it crystal clear. He talks about how they got checked for 10 minutes, but we sent them home and we didn't get half as violent as they did. This is a learning experience. You can learn from black folks on how to control your emotions, Mayo.
Just gonna look and see if there's anybody on the roof. On any roof. I don't see nobody on the roof. All right. All right. Cool. That's checked. All right. People obviously upset with him in this red MAGA hat. All right. Justified. Understandable. Okay. Okay. Not seeing anything wrong yet. Not seeing anything. All right. He's not scuffed up. Okay. All right. All right. And apparently MAGA wasn't even invited. Say whatever y'all want about MAGA being escorted off of Tennessee State, because first of all, they weren't invited. Okay. And secondly, they got to go back home to their family. All right. It's safer at the HBCU. We may not agree. We may even escort you off the premises because you weren't invited to begin with, but we will not be on top of a roof sniping you from 200 yards away. That's what we're not going to do. Okay. So my point was literally proven. It is safer at a HBCU. All right. Point blank, period. I don't know what to tell you. Like, what? Come on now. Did anybody lose their life? Last time I heard, everybody made it back home. I ain't heard no news about nobody getting popped. I'm just saying. Just gonna look and see if there's anybody.
And you saying absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. None of that went down. Why, family? Is because one of our events ain't so criminal as they say. Ain't it funny? The people who are always talking about criminality are the ones who ended up in that situation where it was crime ridden. The biggest crime, the biggest situation everybody been talking about for the last 2 weeks has been y'all. So individuals don't want none of that around. But we've been watching it and we've been understanding it. And this is why we've been able to maneuver in all these moving parts, fam. We out here moving around because we understand the way these people function, the way they operate, and the way that they think. And when you understand that, you know exactly what it is. They came there to agitate and to heckle. That's what it was. And if you notice, the hecklers got roasted. Ain't that funny, fam? The agitators got agitated. They went there to go do the agitation, and they ended up getting agitated. Let me say this, fam. What they were really upset about, they were upset that them young black folks was clowning them. That's really what it was. If the young brothers and sisters was out there screaming and yelling, it would have been different. Because everybody's trying to frame it like the young brothers and sisters was yelling and all that. They weren't yelling. No, they was roasting aloud. Let's make that clear, y'all. There wasn't no screaming, wasn't no fussing, wasn't no yelling. They were out there roasting aloud. They were speaking in a high tone and roasting you. They was literally pointing the finger and laughing at you. You ended up getting embarrassed. That's what that is. Fam, this is another L for supremacy. This ain't nothing more than another supremacist L. How many more L's are you going to take, supremacy? I mean, damn, you're taking them in your own hood. You're coming around our hood. You're taking them. You got them in Utah against yourself. You're coming down to Tennessee, getting ran off the block by some kids. It's not a good look to get checked by a bunch of damn teenagers when you're supposed to be so high and mighty. You're supposed to be making America great again. If you were making America so great again, your Make America Great Again hat wouldn't have been facing the ground. Yeah, because you didn't ever lift your chin up. You thought that you was going to be there. Remember, fam, their energy in the beginning was real different. They came in there smiling, laughing, and everything was funny when they thought they had it made. When they found out they got played, then it turned into something else. And to be honest with you, nobody's really rocking with him right now. That didn't really get anywhere. It didn't really get off the ground. People aren't out there saying, man, that was a real deep situation now. Nobody's feeling sympathetic for you. You're kind of crashing out in the process. That was really another L for supremacy. But this L is quite different because this L involved teenagers, you know, because they were so used to getting Black American kids and trying to run that game on us, on our children. Now our children are running game on them. They don't like that. They can't hit you with the Mike Browns and the Trayvons. There's a different energy in the young folks, and that energy is coming from us. So the fact that they ended up getting that L, that just shows you even further the type of time, energy that we're putting out there in the real world. And family, when I tell you we putting out that time, that energy, and that effort, and it's got a lot of these people afraid, that's exactly what the hell I mean. Y'all look at this. This brother broke it down as well. Then they started to come out, y'all, and they started making excuses saying, we didn't know that we was at an HBCU. That's the excuse they're trying to run with now, y'all. But that gets shut down very, very clear. I want y'all to focus how he says they didn't know they were at an HBCU. Basically what he's trying to say is that if y'all mad at us for getting checked by some young Black folks, it's not our fault. Watch this.
I didn't know that TSU was an HBCU until the night before. He didn't.
Black people study their tricks. Study their tricks. You see what they're doing right now? Right now, they're spinning the narrative. Oh, poor white boys. We didn't know we was going to HBCU. We just stumbled upon an HBCU. And we were going there just to have civil educational conversation. But these animals drove us away. These animals kicked us off. These animals limited our freedom of speech. You went into a historical Black college, right? To bother Black folks, to agitate Black students. You wanted this reaction, right? You just didn't expect for them to go as hard as they did and you getting kicked out of there. Even when they're lying, they're blatantly lying.
That part right there, fam. Notice none of the lies are getting any traction. Notice that, family. Y'all seen that right there. Even the brother right here picked up on it. That didn't work. You basically are trying to tell your fellow supremacists why you got served by some teenagers. You going back with your tail tucked.
As hard as they did and you getting kicked out of there. Even when they're lying, they're blatantly lying. But even when they're lying, listen to his words. We didn't know. He didn't know. So that means you knew. You came unsolicited. Nobody asked you to come there. And then you came there with racist rhetoric. What do you think is going to happen? I'm not going to lie to you. I learned some of my best tricks from white folks. Working in the office setting, I learned some of my best tricks. You know what I learned from a white man? He said, as long as it's hearsay, they can never fire you. I said, really? So I started going up to people.
Watch what he's saying, family. You picking up on all of their little maneuvers, all their little statements.
I had a problem in my job since. They're spinning a narrative. White victimization. They never got ahead in this country from doing things the right way. They always had to spin the narrative.
We didn't know that TSU.
We didn't know that TSU was a historically Black college. But that's very interesting, family, because I have a news clipping that they ended up giving the very next day where they say that they purposely picked it because it was a historical Black college. So now we got to ask the question, who you're really lying to? What you're really doing is you're lying to your supremacist brothers and sisters because now you got to go and explain why you took an L to some damn kids. I'm telling y'all, they taking L's left and right. The old folks, the young folks, fam. The boat brawl in Alabama, a lot of them folks was in their 50s. Old buddy who was swinging that chair, he was in his 50s. In Cincinnati, they was in their 20s and 30s. Now I'm starting to see some 20s and some teens. You don't look like you got it how you want it right now, and it looks like you're quite embarrassed. And this is what's happening. Every time they come up with something, brothers and sisters knock it right down because that's the type of energy that we have created by standing on certified business. Ain't no business like certified business, y'all. Trust me when I tell you that. There ain't no business like certified business because we stand on real principle and you can't shake the principle. You can't maneuver around it. You can't spin it. You can't twist it. You can't turn it. The only thing you can do is just accept the fact that you done got ran off the block by some damn kids. That's the difference between us and y'all. Look at this, fam. This is what I mean. Now they're going to say that they knew it was a campus and they knew it was HBCU. Watch this.
Chaos here at the Tennesse State University campus after a debate group visits the campus wearing MAGA hats and carrying signs against DEI and illegal immigration.
Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar joining us from TSU tonight after speaking with both students and that debate group.
Most students I spoke with are calling the conservative group who showed up here at TSU hateful. That group tells me they were just trying to have civil discourse with the students and are accusing those who push back of inciting violence. Video shows spirited Tennesse State University students gathered around the Fearless Debates group. David Cate is a co-founder.
We went from a peaceful conversation with students to quite literally a mob inciting violence against us.
He tells me they are trying to encourage debate.
Look how old this dude is, fam. Look at that hairline, fam. That ain't a receding hairline. That's a resundant hairline. That hairline is way the hell back. This is a grown man. This man got to have kids who was in their teens. This man looked like he was born in the 70s. Out there getting checked by some damn kids. What you around kids for in the first damn place, Chester? You got Chester going to these campuses where there's other young folks. We need to wonder why he want to lurk around some damn kids. Because I promise you, if you look at his background, he probably got all types of damn Chester violations. Out here getting checked by some damn teenagers.
Violence against us.
He tells me they are trying to encourage debate on the heels of Charlie Kirk's murder. The signs the group brought read, DEI should be illegal and deport all illegals now. Let's talk. TSU senior Layla Johnson was there when it all went down on Tuesday.
What did you think about the group coming onto this campus with those signs?
I just feel like it was unnecessary. Like, why would you come to a HBCU with all that commotion knowing that we're going to say something about it? Like, they're just like insane.
Why did your group pick a historically black college to have this conversation?
Is there a reason why we shouldn't go to historically black colleges to have these conversations? We're not limiting who we want to go speak.
Whoa, stop. I thought you said you didn't know. I thought that you said that you didn't know it was an HBCU. Got him. Got him, family. Checkmate. You see right there. You see it. I see it. Didn't I just show you a clip a second ago where they said they didn't know it was an HBCU? Now he's saying that they previously chose it because it was an HBCU. Cap. BS. You got them, fam. They're going to have to step their supremacist lies up. Don't lie on one channel and then tell a whole nother lie on the other channel. You just told me you didn't know. Now you're telling me that you did know. You're scared and you're embarrassed because you got checked. Bottom line.
A historically black college to have this conversation.
Is there a reason why we shouldn't go to historically black colleges to have these conversations? We're not limiting who we want to go speak to based off their race, based off their gender.
The university is calling the group's actions hostile and saying TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner.
Take a look at our last 6 stops, our first 6 stops. We have not had an issue like this whatsoever.
Layla believes they were not there for debate, but to provoke students.
I don't agree with it. Like, it's just nonsense.
All we did was set up a table.
The university says a group was escorted from campus. Cate denies that. He instead says they were taken away for safety. TSU adds they were not authorized on campus.
Are you guys going to continue to just show up to public universities if they don't answer?
Absolutely. It's our free speech. It's our these campuses have a free speech area. They're public universities.
The university
Then why don't you go to all those other places where people are going to just debate with you? Go to all the little colleges that Charlie Kirk went to. You can have all the fun. Why you want to come over here? How you going to try to force a debate on somebody? I don't want to debate. Go home. How you going to say, like, you going to debate me? Everything they're doing is highlighting and showing everyone that this ain't about no damn debate. This is about agitating and being a heckler. This is what they do. They do everything lie with a guise and a cover and a layer for something that it's not. What it really is that you are trying to agitate somebody the same way that old boy was agitating people. And then eventually somebody didn't like being agitated and he ain't here no more. So this is what they're doing. This is inciting violence, family. Anywhere else in the world, if you go around and you try to force a conversation, some type of dialogue that someone doesn't want, you talk free speech to have a debate. Well, isn't it somebody's right to say they don't want to have it? Yes, it is. And then did y'all skip over the little part where they said they weren't even permitted to be there? Where at that school, you actually have to fill out a form and be welcome there. You can't just show up. You can't just go there. If that's the case, anybody could be there. So what it really is that you violated every single law, every single parameter. You popped up there trying to incite violence, because that's what these people are. They're violent inciters. They want to pick a fight with somebody, and they're trying to do it in that same way that Charlie Kirk was doing it, in a very sneaky, backdoor way, so they can try to prevent themselves from being called out. They're nothing more than invaders and trespassers. They trespass, and that's all it is. If me and you right now, we went and we want to go talk reparations on a campus, and we didn't fill out nothing, we just showed up, and then we're very agitating and heckling, they would tell us to leave ASAP. So it's going to be one set of rules. It ain't going to be two set of rules. No. Not where we be at, not where our kids are. No, ain't going to be none of that. No, you're going to play by the rules, or you're going to go ahead and get checked. And by the way, he said, well, we weren't escorted, we had to leave for our safety. What safety? Nobody did anything to you. There's no footage of anybody doing anything other than laughing. Fam, what did you see more? More punches or more laughing? What did you see? More kicks or more laughing? Did the laughing hurt like a punch? Because that's how it's acting. It's coming across like you're very upset because you were getting laughed at. And the laughing is what's really got you hurt right now. And I understand that. You don't want to be getting no L's handed to you left and right, but you got some L's handed to you left and right, and you just going to have to take it. That's just what it is. And that's it, and we're rejoicing in it. That's a damn good thing, family. When you got these people upset and shook because you got them in the position and to the point where they know that foundational Black Americans ain't moving out the way, that's another thing, and they've got another thing coming. But fam, there's been a lot of tap dancers coming out left and right. You got these tap dancers, and I'm going to tell you what people are trying to do. They're trying to run this whole, you guys should have debated with them. Okay. And remember this, fam, the people who are trying to tell Black folks that they should have debated with them, these are the people basically trying to say, let the supremacists have their way. Do what the supremacists want you to do. It's a little backhanded thing, more lying. So the brothers and sisters, the young folks, if you're listening, and all the young folks listening, y'all did a damn good thing. You don't engage with people who do not deserve your attention. Some people just don't deserve your time, your energy. Some people just don't deserve it, not an iota of it. You don't give nobody one piece of your time, energy, and effort, especially people who are beneath you, especially people that are nothing more than hecklers and people trying to incite violence. You don't give them your time. And how much more time are Black folks going to give these people? So they've been sending out a bunch of folks out there trying to get these Black folks to go along with it, trying to get these Black folks to get on the same page. Check this out. And like we were saying earlier, fam, I believe a lot of these are tethers, by the way. Some of these mops out here. Watch this guy. This guy is more mad at the kids for not debating. But this is what we mean. These people deep down inside are trying to steer Black folks into the system of supremacy. Watch this.
So this is my last video today, and y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. This is about the HBCU situation when they had the guy out there and the kids act completely fucking crazy. Look, y'all always want to play victim. It was the perfect opportunity for you to debate. You're in college. Show what those books are giving you. Show what you have up here. I'm tired of the victim mentality, and you just want to yell and lash out. He wanted to debate you. All right, then let's debate. Let's talk. You ask me a question, I ask you a question. What's up? We can agree to disagree, but don't be out there yelling and talking and then playing the victim, talking about, his hat it offended me, it scared me because he had a hat on. Your parents are paying for you to go to college to learn, to be a productive citizen. Show some respect and use that book knowledge.
Use your book knowledge to debate some supremacists. You don't debate supremacy. Supremacy is an ideology that these individuals choose and they cherish. You ain't going to debate them. And by the way, none of these kids' parents sent them to college to debate no damn supremacists on the supremacist terms. So when the supremacists show up and they want to force a debate on my kids that I pay tuition money for, my kids are supposed to drop what they're doing and go get engaged and involved in that. And by the way, the thing that he wants them to go get engaged with, somebody else just did the same thing and somebody else got taken out for doing it. You can't blame these kids for not wanting to be around that. Family, that type of energy brought about somebody being taken out. I don't want none of my kids. I'm going to say, listen, you see people coming around on that type of energy, leave. Because crime scenes show up when them folks show up. Yeah, crime scenes. People take rooftops. Don't bring that degeneracy, fam. All of those Charlie fatigues and the MAGA debaters All they are crime scenes waiting to happen. That's all that is, family. I said it. Yup, minute. Say it again. That ain't nothing but a crime scene waiting to happen. And I'm not basing this off of what I want it to be, what it could be, what it should be, or what it might be. I'm basing this off of what happened 2 weeks ago. So no, I view them rolling up with the MAGA hats the same way I would view two damn gangbangers pulling up. Yup, absolutely. You come in here with a mask on looking like you about to rob the bank. That's the same way I view some of these Charlie fatigue debaters. As a matter of fact, at least the person robbing the bank ain't on rooftops catching people from 400 feet away. That ain't nothing but criminality, a part of a crime syndicate. So if you see any of them little debaters, just know them ain't debaters, them are criminals. Yeah, you don't like getting called a criminal, do you? Criminal, criminal, criminal. Take that.
And plus, you just got $500 million from President Trump.
Jesus.
Now, what if they was to say, okay, we're gonna take that funding that Trump, like, we take that funding that we gave y'all back and y'all just fend for y'allself. Then it would be some more shit. Y'all got to stop going off emotion, young black people.
No, damn that. You going off emotion. Is he saying that all of our kids that go to college have to debate because Donald Trump gave some money to HBCUs, which is still kind of on the table? Can't confirm that. So is he saying now we're forced to debate? Is this what this man said? So Donald Trump bought us to go debate. So we have to debate supremacists because Donald Trump paid money to HBCUs. Is this what this man's saying? So if we all get some money, we got to do what the supremacists tell us to do. It's a damn tether. It's a damn tether. This man is a tether all damn day long. Get that defeated tether energy the hell out of here. Man, Donald Trump gave y'all money. Y'all need to go debate because Trump gave you money. So if Joe Biden gave money, are we supposed to debate liberals too? This man loves some supremacy.
Use this.
Man, straight up, y'all HBCU students dropped the ball. When the MAGA guys came, y'all was supposed to outclass them, out-respect them, show them who we really are. We're the black community. Y'all the next up. Y'all are the next up. Y'all the next lawyers, doctors, surgeons, you know what I'm saying? The next thinkers, the next intellectuals, the next.
Nah, first of all, I don't think this guy, fam, did he just lead with we're the black? What I told y'all, when somebody overemphasizes we and us and I'm black like you, dog, that's really somebody who's not of the lineage, because you wouldn't have to say it. I don't walk to a family reunion and say, hey, everybody, I'm Black Alpha and I'm black. Hey, everybody, I'm we, just like all of us. Ain't we all one? We. Don't no real certified say that, homie. And that hat is making me question if you really are a foundational black American, because it looked like you hiding that damn hairline. That's what it looked like. Yeah, that's what it looked like. I think that ain't for Los Angeles. I think that means Liberia. That's what I'm thinking. I think he's representing Liberia. That ain't no damn FBA. This is tether talk right here. This is tether talk all damn day long. He looked like he want to get on them knees for supremacy. That's what it looked like, fam. How much money this man want to drop on them knees for supremacy? He want to get on them knees for supremacy. Debate him. I bet he want to debate supremacy from his kneecaps. Yeah, he's like, I'll debate him. On my kneecaps. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Mr. Liberia.
Educators, the next representation of the black community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was supposed, I don't care who it was coming up there. They want to have a discussion, have a discussion. If you don't agree to disagree, shake hands like men of respect.
And how good did that discussion go with Charlie Fatigue? Sound like them damn discussions ain't going too good for them. Them damn discussions got people on rooftops. Them damn discussions got folks getting popped at. Don't come trying to tell me, have a discussion. Talk to them. How good did them discussions go over there? Look like they discussions got a hell of a lot of tragedy behind them. Don't set my kids up for the trap. Don't set my kids up for the fall. Fam, this is that stuff we be talking about. This is that tether energy. He ain't even talk. Fam, y'all notice none of these people are even talking about that these debates got crime scenes happening. You see, they skipping over all that. They just act like that don't happen. Well, just debate them now. What about the crime scene? Well, just debate them now. What about the rooftop? Well, just debate them now. What about people getting taken out? Well, just debate them now. No, we ain't no what. We gonna talk directly what these damn debates got happening to people. You better speak on it.
Respect and honor and walk away. Hold your head up high. Show them that you aren't what they call you behind your back. that you aren't what they think you are. A bunch of ignorant fools, a bunch of monkeys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, because the debate is going to change their mind. This man think he going to debate his way out of supremacy. He think he going to debate his way out of supremacy the same way he think he going to hairline his way into a date. It ain't going to happen.
And that we're more than that. That we are of high class, high morals, high standards, high values, high cultural awareness, prideful. You know what I'm saying? That pride in our culture, pride in who we are. We have so much pride in ourselves, and then we turn around and act like this. This
man thinks being prideful is debating with somebody about the undebatable. This man thinks someone forcing their will on children is a prideful action. But standing on business and saying hell no and defending your space, he thinks that's unprideful. This is what I'm saying. The difference between these counterfeits and these certified. Certifieds don't play them games.
This is who we are. This is who y'all want them to think we are. That's how you want to represent yourself. You had the perfect time to speak to these MAGA.
He's talking about them. Man, we don't give a damn. Listen to him. Man, this is what are they going to think? Everything about this is what they going to think about us. What's they going to believe? How we going to convince them? Who give a damn?
To think we are. That's how you want to represent yourself. You had the perfect time to speak to these MAGA supporters, the voice of the young MAGA. You know what I'm saying? You had the perfect opportunity to drop gems and show them who the Black community is. You had the perfect opportunity to interface and see if there's any middle ground.
Whoa, family, wait a minute. Whoa. Didn't I just say he wanted to debate from his kneecaps? Did he just say interface? Did he just say interface? Hold on, wait a minute. No, run it back, Black Alpha. Yes, I will, sir. Did the man just say the perfect opportunity to interface? Who in the hell says that? Who walks around and says, man, I'm going to go interface today. Let me go set up this table so we can interface. No, I told y'all what he wanted to do. I told y'all. Hold on. Let me get confirmation. Did this man said he wants to interface? And Black Alpha just said this man wants to debate from his kneecaps. Put one and one together, and then you got this tether.
You had the perfect opportunity to interface. To interface. To interface. Interface. And
damn, he said it. Sam, you just wait and you gonna get these people slipping. There you go. And I think he really means in his face. That's what he wants to do. He said, and if you don't want to interface, I will enter my face. Yeah, how about that? Fam, I told y'all these are some damn tethers. That man just sat there and told you exactly what he wanted to do. That man said it. He said it. I didn't say that. That's what he said. He said it. Fam, all I do is let them talk. And then pick out what they say. That's cap. Pick out what they say. That's kneecaps. Say, hey, he was capping and he was kneecapping. And he was interfacing. Yeah, you probably do want MAGA to go over there and interface with you, don't you? Yeah, I ain't surprised by that. I ain't surprised at all. That's exactly what they want to do. That's the type of energy, fam, that we've gotten rid of. So we stand on good business. We stand on real solid. We good for it. We understand what time it is. We got rid of all of that type of energy, and we brought in a real good, strong vibe, okay? And that strong vibe has got all of that out the way, okay? Because all that talk about listening to these people and hearing them out, the system of supremacy doesn't respect any of that. The system of supremacy, here's a newsflash to everybody. The system of supremacy always going to be the system of supremacy. They don't take no damn days off. You ain't going to debate your way out of it. How long Black folks thought they was going to do something to maneuver it? Let me go get some money. No, they still don't look at you as an equal. Let me go ahead and move into the neighborhood. No, that don't work. Let me put a suit on. Let me be free. You're not going to talk your way out of it. And I'm going to be honest with you, fam. I don't think these individuals believe that they're going to talk or debate their way out of it. I think these individuals absolutely positively understand what it's hitting for. It's just they're absolutely positively okay with it. That's what it really is. They're trying to reverse psychology, and they're trying to shame our young folks. Again, all my young brothers and sisters out there listening, don't you listen to no COON. Take it from a certified, okay? You did the damn right thing by standing on business. You push these people out your way, and you let it be known this space will be occupied by us. Won't nobody forge their beliefs on us. Won't nobody force us to do something we don't want to do. And these people who have a clear anti-Black American sentiment, they're not going to get any type of Black American energy. That's just the way the game is going to be played. And that's why our good brothers and sisters did exactly what they want. If you look at the shift of energy, y'all, who's really in the minds of the young folks? Them young folks are acting like us. They weren't acting like them. So there's a war going on for information, for frequency, and they're losing it. We are winning it now because you're seeing us reflect on the young folks. Whoever's reflecting on the young folks is the people who are in control of the era. We got our thumb on the pulse. They don't. So the brothers and sisters out there standing on business, that was the difference, and that created everything. But let me show y'all this as well, okay? There was Danny Glover, the actor guy, whatever. He ended up recording this, and he starts recording it because I guess he's watching it live. Let me show you some of the things that the people were saying as this was unfolding, okay? So while Brad and Chad are out there getting escorted out and they're scared and they got their little phone and they're recording it, let me show y'all what was being said on the live feed. And it don't sound like people that wanted to debate. It don't sound like people who wanted to have a friendly exchange. It sounded like the same exact thing that they all do. It's anti-black racism with some sugar sprinkled on it. It's nice white supremacy to throw you off, and it's that smug smile. Y'all look at this right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They went out there, and they came out there with drama. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what they wanted, and I want y'all to see. Read the screen, family. You're going to see all these different things pop up, and watch what all the supremacists in the chat were saying. Watch how mad they were. Look at that right there. Imagine being oppressed by your own ghetto culture. Uh-huh. Are these people really in a college? Look at that, fam. This is who they said they wanted to have a debate with. This is your audience. This is your people. This is your people right here. Fam, just let them talk. Fam, see what we doing now? We holding them accountable for the words that come out their mouth. This is what we doing in this generation. I don't know what the hell black folks was doing in the past, where these folks was giving you all the damn evidence that they were anti-black, and you was ignoring it and denying it. They was giving you all the damn evidence they didn't like you, and you was ignoring it and denying it. John Lewis out there getting hit across the head and ignored it. How you think the person who hit you across the head somehow likes you? What we doing is we say, oh, that's what you said? That's how you feel? That's how we gonna treat you. Oh, that's what you think about us? That's how you behave? That's your demonstration of behavior? That's how we gonna view you. And we gonna view you how you speak about us. This is what we doing. We making everybody get held accountable. We put pressure on people. Watch this. Someone said they will continue to dig their own grave. What? Look at this, fam. This is what people are saying. Fam, black folks, we didn't do nothing here. Tell me where there was any violence, fam. The Charlie fatigue situation was way more violent than this. Look what these people are saying. Look at this. Look what these people are saying, fam. Somebody's put leave and never come back. These kids have no class. We are all Charlie Kirk. I pray for this generation. Yep, this generation is taken care of. Yep, we rebuke you, Karen. We good over here. Our babies are straight. Are yours? Look at this one right here. Circus clowns. How did they get in? Oh, yeah, they lowered the test scores. See? Here come the education jokes. These people don't, fam, if this is how they feel about black folks, you think that they wanted to have a debate about you? You think they wanted to have a real conversation? Nope. Look at that. Right there. Somebody said they don't like white folks talking about black folks failing culture. How good was Charlie Fatigue's culture? Oh, you talking like one of our people went through that. No, that was your people. Oh, so you wrong. Keep it moving.
We made y'all country, so y'all can do that shit. We made y'all country. That backpack, that shirt,
It's been a little wild.
you are an embarrassment to intelligence.
They're calling us stupid, but they wouldn't even talk to us on the mic. It's so funny. They wouldn't talk to us.
Italy, Germany.
They wouldn't talk to us. Now they yell at us, and they just think they're right. What are they even teaching at Tennessee State? This place kind of is just crazy.
Oh, now he wants to insult. What are they even teaching here? What are they teaching? They're teaching everybody how to be good escorts and to escort you right on out. That's one thing. If you don't know any lessons, Chad, just know they taught everybody how to escort people like you the hell out the way. That's what they learned.
Wow. These people are not educated very well. All they know is attack, steal, and
attack and steal. I guess you know rooftops too, huh? I guess you know rooftops. Is that what you know? All right then. Somebody put Latinos for Trump. You see, they on their side.
Apparently, there's a screwdriver brain today, so.
Somebody said, we are Obama. Get off our campus. We are Charlie.
You know, somebody was planning on using it to stab us, which is.
Freeze. There you go right there, family. That is exactly what we've been talking about. Notice, as soon as they didn't get their way, then you started to see the real them start to come out, right? Notice, families, we want to have a debate. Let's have a good discussion. Let's conversate. Soon as they started to have all that, and the people said, nope, laugh at you, y'all started to get upset. They got real upset. They got real embarrassed. And then you start to see how they really felt the whole damn time. See, this is what it is with supremacists. You allow supremacists to just talk. You allow supremacists to run their mouth. You don't give them what they want. Then they're going to start to have that supremacist Tourette syndrome where they just going to start saying things. So he said they're not educated. Well, they're not educated. Then how come you wanted to go there and debate with them? Huh? Yeah. And if they're not educated, then I thought you said that you weren't racist. See, let me tell you this, family, and I'm going to say this, and I've been wanting to say this all goddamn day. Quote this like I spoke this, family, because I ain't wrote this. What Charlie Fatigue's real legacy will go down as, it's not going to be the martyrs. It's not going to be the magazines. They can have every single poster. They can have every single revival. They can have every single Charlie Day. What his real legacy is going to go down as is that you are no longer going to go around and heckle people about the hardships that they live. That's what it's going to be. You're not going to go around and tell people what they deal with on a day-to-day basis is nothing to you and you don't live it. You're not going to go around and make jokes and mock people that are dealing with either oppression, dealing with some type of discrimination, dealing with some type of resistance, because people ain't really playing about things that they go through. That's really what it is. And the real lasting legacy of him and all of these little Temu dollar store versions of him, they're all finding out that you can't go around and just laugh at somebody's situation. Because how we grew as Black folks, what we always were told is that you got to be very, very careful about what comes out your mouth because you never know what somebody's dealing with. How many times did you hear that when you was younger? Watch how you talk to people. How many times did somebody tell you, watch who you step on the way up because you might need them on the way down, right? Right? This is what we always got taught. See, let me give you a little insight. We got manners in our community, all right? We know how to treat people. We know how to show respect. We don't go around and heckle individuals who are living with strife. We don't go around and make jokes out of tragic situations and then complain when that tragic situation comes to your doorstep. We're not on that type of time. And like I said, a lot of people can learn a lot of things from foundational Black Americans because at the end of the day, whether you want to learn it or not, this is what it is. We're good. We're still our exceptional self. Our manners are still intact. We still demonstrate our behaviors. We're still functioning. Your community right now is in disarray. Your community's having a civil war. Your community's getting ran off the block. Not my community. My community's still running block. Fam, we don't got to go back and forth. I could say I'm winning, you lose, everybody go home. Simple as that. See, we're not in the era of sitting there going back and forth with these individuals. These individuals know right now. You took an L in Utah. You took an L in Tennessee. You took an L in Alabama. You took an L in Mississippi. You took an L in Cincinnati. You're just taking L's every damn where. And that's before I even get to the L's that y'all got amongst each other. Those are the L's that we've been dishing out. The Utah one is y'all own L. Okay. So don't come around foundational Black Americans talking that talk. You out here getting checked by children. Let me tell you what that really was. And I'm going to frame it. Okay. Because this ain't a couple years ago where they hogged the space. We hog the airwaves now. Let me tell y'all this. Foundational Black American children checked y'all. They punked y'all, and then they escorted y'all. You've been trying to dump some type of criminality on them, but you are in no position and you're not qualified to dump criminality on anybody because the crime statistics prove that you do the most crime. And that big situation in Utah where all of you guys were there, the victim was you and the culprit was you. All of that was criminality based on you. So you're in no position to put criminality on anybody else's community. However, us as a community can put criminality on you. And then we can use your own facts, your own statistics, your own studies, and the footage that you gave us from Utah as a prime example, confirmation. You don't want no problems. Let me tell y'all, brothers and sisters is moving powerful right now. Foundational Black Americans are winning. And what they want to do, y'all, they want to try them games. But have you noticed none of that really worked? You notice that, fam? All that criminality stuff, and they're trying to like play victim. No one's even talking about those guys right now. Who's even talking about those dudes? It ain't really worked. Because they're not in a position to speak. And when they want to talk about kids, let me tell you about our kids, fam. I'm going to tell you about our kids. Watch this. I told everybody that this generation is different. I told everybody this generation is moving with a different accord. It's not just us who are saying it. Watch our beautiful, young Black American kids. Watch how they say it. They tell you that they ran them off the block. They tell you they're too educated to fold. All that talk about y'all's look bad. Y'all's need to be better. Well, the young Black folks know they look absolutely positively okay. They understand the mission. They understand the assignment. Let me tell y'all how our brothers and sisters are responding to that situation. And they tell everybody what I'm telling you now. They like, oh, you thought you was going to check us? We too Black, we too intelligent, and we too strong for that. Watch and observe, family. Watch this right here. Older brother, who I believe was watching the spot, he's out there with a camera, and he's letting the young Black brothers and sisters work. Watch this, family. This right here going to warm your heart.
Man, they came up here try to rile up these TSU students, but they too smart. We educate our babies, you feel me? We ain't going.
It ain't nothing
you
different.
Feel me?
It ain't nothing different from that.
They not going. We too educated. We ain't gonna let y'all suck us in. These you talking about the 4.0s is right here. 4.0s is right here.
Okay, good condos. I don't know why they going around.
All right.
They over there by my car now.
All right, Dr. Warner, you gotta sign us off. Hold on. You gotta sign us off. Reporter Warner, you gotta hold the microphone and sign us off. Come on.
Okay, Dr. Warner is signing off. I told her.
Come on.
Dr. Warner is signing off. I'll let y'all know everything that's happening. They've been escorted off. So
look at that, family. Where the energy at? Where the energy at? Who run this, fam? Them is our offspring. That's our offspring. Are we the offspring of the Assata Shakurs? Well, these are the offspring of us. This is the FBA family tree right here. Notice that grown Black brother, he was in the background, but I bet he was watching. I bet he was making sure nothing popped off. Don't let them folks run around here, them damn tethers, them ops and them mops, them dusties and rusties and musties. Don't let them raggedy ass people talk about something. Y'all got to do better. They did better. Don't let these folks run around and say, y'all got to be nice. They were on point. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. And it looked like our foundational Black American brothers and sisters are very, very unbothered. They smiling right now. They happy right now. They in good spirits. You can't break our spirit, fam. You can't kill our pride. It's too damn strong. This FBA energy, spirituality is on a whole nother level. This generation brought on the maximum, and the maximum is showing you they will escort Brad, Chad, Karen, and Becky straight the hell out the damn paint, and we will laugh about it in the process. Watch what our brother says again. They too damn educated. So you got the grown brother, and he's watching the kids, and everybody smiling. Let's go.
Man, they came up here try to rile up these TSU students, but they too smart. We educate our babies, you feel me? We ain't going.
It ain't nothing
you
different.
Feel me?
It ain't nothing different from that.
They not going. We too educated. We ain't gonna let y'all suck us in. These you talking about the 4.0s is right here. 4.0s is right here.
okay, good condos. I don't know why they going around.
All right.
They over there by my car now.
All right, Dr. Warner, you gotta sign us off. Hold on. You gotta sign us off. Reporter Warner, you gotta hold the microphone and sign us off. Come on.
Okay, Dr. Warner is signing off. I told her.
Come on.
Dr. Warner is signing off. I'll let y'all know everything that's happening. They've been escorted off, so that's it.
And cut.
Buddy, and cut. That's what I love to see. And cut. Cut means we done ran out any supremacists. We done ran out their negative vibes. We done took all the sinners and threw them out the juke joint. Man, I told you, we live on top. We live on top. See, everybody's going to try to paint things in any way to make us look bad. I'm going to paint things to show you exactly what it is. I'm operating off the truth. I ain't got to make nothing up. You seen our kids run them out the paint. Them was a bunch of 20 and 35-year-old folks getting ran out by some teenagers. What we talking about? What we talking about? So you understand right then and there the way that we moving and the way that we're vibing, and it's different. So absolutely, it's a new day. And that's the energy that we bringing with it, fam. That's the energy that we're bringing. That's the energy we coming with. And it is so undisputed, y'all. And the reason why they so mad, they're mad right now, is because they ain't really made anybody change course. They ain't made us change course. If y'all notice, fam, brothers and sisters are out here standing on business, and they doing it with a good vibe, a real good energy. Ain't nothing changed but the numbers on the range, y'all. Nothing changed but the numbers on the range. And that's the difference between where foundational Black Americans are and everybody else. But family, there's something that I do want to talk to y'all about that I've been wanting to speak to y'all about for a while. One of the things that we're going to have to do, fam, is we're going to have to observe every single situation that goes on, and we're going to have to stay on key. One of the things I'm always harping on is being extra focused, being airtight, and being locked in, right? Well, one of the new hustles that they're trying to do, y'all, is they're trying to bring back Black Lives Matter. All right, let me go ahead and frame this, fam. I'm going to make a prediction, and this is the way I analyze it. What they're trying to do now, fam, is that they're trying to draw us in to the civil war amongst the liberals and the conservatives. But they understand that foundational Black Americans as a lineage, we control the grassroots, certified Black society. We're not falling for none of that. You see, you got to understand, the reason why we're winning so strong right now is that we as foundational Black Americans, we're moving as a lineage and we're on code. We're not running around here saying F America like the Pan-Africans. We're not running around here saying F the police, defund the police like Black Lives Matter. Have y'all noticed that, fam? We don't have all these attachments that everybody else had. Have y'all been seeing more and more of these Black Lives Matter people popping up in these events, fam? I'm not talking about the young folks. The young folks are learning, they watching how we are. I'm talking about just a few days ago in New York, them running down the street saying, F Charlie Kirk, F Charlie Kirk. We ain't on that type of time. We don't care about what's going on with Charlie Kirk. That is them trying to do it. So you're starting to see now, they're trying to plant the seeds for a Black Lives Matter. They're trying to take Black Lives Matter and bring it back, and perhaps, family, even try to combine FBA and Black Lives Matter together. Yes, they're going to try a lot of different attempts to Black Lives Matter our community. How many of y'all remember around 2020? Y'all remember when they were trying to brand all of us as Black Lives Matter? How many of y'all remember that? Y'all remember they was walking up to us saying, man, you Black Lives Matter, ain't you? I know you Black Lives Matter. You Black Lives Matter. We're like, no, we ain't Black Lives Matter. The average Black American didn't F with no damn Black Lives Matter. We didn't trust them. We didn't know who was behind the scenes. Matter of fact, what I come to find out is that Black Americans, we didn't rock with Black Lives Matter more than damn white folks didn't rock with them for different purposes. But we were more anti-Black Lives Matter than white folks were. White folks were the ones cutting the checks and the deals and giving the money on the under the table. Black folks, we didn't rock with no damn Black Lives Matter. We thought Black Lives Matter was a slogan. We didn't know it was no damn organization. Then we start to see that they were co-opting all of the events. Take Darren Seals. Remember Darren Seals? They were trying to say he was Black Lives Matter. And he was the one who blew the lid on all of them. He was the one calling them out. Remember, he was like, yo, we out here grassroots, out here in Ferguson. We putting it down. And out of nowhere, these people just show up with cameras and microphones. And then they start diverting the energy. Y'all remember Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, those things started off as about Black empowerment. What Darren Seals and them were talking about. Somehow that shifted into being anti-Republican and pro-Democrat. And then it turned into pro-trans and then rainbow. It all made a diversion and shift. And we were sitting there like, how the hell this happened? And that was around 2012, 2015. Fast forward to 2020, the Breonna Taylor protest was about Breonna Taylor. Somehow people were showing up with hats that said, vote for Joe Biden. Like, what? What the hell? Ahmaud Arbery somehow turned into an anti-Donald Trump protest. We knew the fix was in way before white folks did, but they was trying to put that jacket on all of us, fam. Now, if you're noticing our lack of participation in the political discourse in the United States right now, this very, very reckless political discourse that's going on, that's occurring today, they want us involved so much. I tell everybody, they require our participation in their goals We do not require theirs. Better yet, we're better off without them being in our spaces. FBA, we work good alone. Everybody else needs us involved so they can get our legitimacy to power whatever false movements they have. So right now, us being absent from the protests, from the rallies, from all the W on W crime, that's got everybody shook right now. They don't know how to act when Black Americans aren't involved. So now they're trying to forge it. They're trying to come up with some fake way to get us involved. So they're going back into what I call recycled racism, which means going back in time and using old tactics that we got rid of a long time ago and trying to see if they work now. And this is what you're seeing right now with Black Lives Matter. In the last month, I've seen more people talking about BLM than I have for the last 5 years. No lie. And now you're also starting to see people say, whoa, 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 whoa. Black Lives Matter and FBA, let's combine the two of them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fam, there's people out there right now trying to say that FBA is Black Lives Matter. Watch, and I will show you. Watch this right here, family. This individual is trying to compare, and not compare, he's trying to forge Black Lives Matter with FBA. Every type of thing I say, I will present it to you. Watch this.
Yo, it's good. Shot Money 222, your favorite TikTok barber. Listen, real quick. FBA and BLM is the same thing.
What? Whoa. Y'all see it? I told you. One more time.
Real quick. FBA and BLM is the same thing. Spiritual Download told me that. It's basically some more psyop to get you twisted. Yo, we original. Always remember that. We the original Americans, right? Copper.
Who? What you mean we? You are not FBA. And hell no, we ain't no damn Black Lives Matter. We ain't Black Lives Matter. We ain't ADOS. We ain't scam Africans. We are a lineage. Certified. Like Fred Sanford said, fam, I'm going to go full Fred Sanford. I'm pulling out my bud nipper, and we going to nip some bud in here tonight. Nah, this ain't going nowhere as long as I'm in this piece. Hell no. This man just said Black Lives Matter and FBA is the same thing. I told y'all they're trying to forge us with Black Lives Matter, and this is their way of trying to get FBA involved in all of the drama.
FBA and BLM is the same thing. Spiritual Download told me that. It's basically some more psyop to get you twisted. Yo, we original. Always remember that. We the original Americans, right? Copper tone, not black. Don't forget that. So all of this other shit, man, the flag is cute. But our people ain't use no flags, man. We had totems and banners. Look at all the damn old.
Look at him trying to get us to put the flag down. This is a tether, by the way. It's clear this guy's a damn tether. Look at that, family. Telling us to pick up some damn banners. He wants us to put the flag away. Anytime someone tells you, don't say you black no more, don't wave the flag, don't say you American no more, them people are ops. This man is trying to get us to put the flag down now, too. Damn.
Stuff where they showed the Indian or whatever you want to call a copper tone. There was a banner behind them. We ain't wave no flags.
Freeze. I see certified NC in the building. You saying he's a Jamaican? Okay, you came across him before. Okay, appreciate the love, family. Okay, so we got a full Jamaican confirmation. Appreciate the love, certified NC. Much respect. So we got Jamaican alert in here.
All right, that's some British European shit, man. So stay out of those lanes, people. The European is not for us. The African is not for us. We are just original. The original American. I'm going to say it again. The FBA is BLM, which is BS, which is PSYOP. Yeah, PSYOP, baby. Listen. Don't get caught up. If you got that flag, burn it.
Oh, no.
If you got that flag, burn it.
Oh, no, hell no. Fam, this is a Jamaican agent. This is a tether agent right here. This is all agent talk. Burn the flag. Y'all, BLM. Man, download. What do you say? Spiritual Download told me. Who the hell is that? Who did you bring Spiritual Download and you tell him I said F him too? Okay, how about that one? No. These are more people trying to distance and trying to put some type of rift between us and our lineage, y'all.
Totems. Once again, we had totems. We chanted. We had staffs. We had palos. We had sticks. We had wood. What the is a flag?
This man just told us to get rid of the flag and to pick up a stick. This man said, pick up a stick. This is what I was telling everybody. You're starting to see this now, y'all. There are 101 different ways to try to get us up off of our lineage. Everything that you see going on. That's why I bring it up today on this broadcast, family. They want foundational Black Americans to be so far removed from being Americans, because if they can BLM us, they can get us to put the flag down, pick up. This man said pick up sticks. Really? This is what they've been trying to do to get us back on board with all their shenanigans. And fam, you're starting to see the same things over and over. Watch this, fam, all through social media. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's very quiet. And you probably haven't heard too many people in the Black media talking about this, but we're going to highlight this ahead of time. So when it all go down, remember, y'all heard it here first. This is the start of them trying to plant seeds to Black Lives Matter and combine this. We ain't no damn Black Lives Matter. Foundational Black Americans, first off, we are a lineage. We ain't no damn organization. This is what is real. But look at this, fam. More people are coming out and they're saying a bunch of real funny style things. Watch this lady. She says, if you don't consider yourself Black Lives Matter, then you are her enemy. Watch this.
You are a Black person and you can't say Black Lives Matter. You are my enemy. And you're dumb.
Here we go again, fam. Look at this one. 11 hours ago, this was taken 11 hours ago. This is the blitz that they're trying to do. She said, if you can't say Black Lives Matter, you are her enemy.
Black person and you can't say Black Lives Matter. You are my enemy. And you're dumb. And that's really all I gotta say. You are a part of the problem, and you are the reason why your mentality, I should say, your mentality is the reason why we're still in this predicament. And your mentality is the reason why we were put into slavery in the first place.
What you mean we? I don't think this is the FBA neither, fam. This is another tether right here. This is more tether time. This is more tether time, y'all. This is another tether. Okay, we got another tether confirmation. What's up with all these tethers who are trying? Oh, matter of fact, wasn't Black Lives Matter started by tethers? Never mind. There you go, family. Another one. But fam, watch this. Watch this, fam. Now, I hate to say this, but here come the big backs. But fam, I'm going to let this ride. And I want you to pick out all the familiar stuff from Black Lives Matter. This right here is not 2020. This was from 5 hours ago. Watch all of the big backs. You're going to see the Karen allies, and you might even see some Skittles bag. This is them trying to Black Lives Matter it. Watch.
I'm partaking in my after dinner walk, waving at the usual suspects, in my MAGA neighborhood. Hi. See, just like that. But they're giving me this longer than usual gaze. Then I had to remember what shirt I was wearing. Yep, I'm about that life. This life right here.
Hi, just a friendly reminder for
Black women matter. Look at that, fam. Look at her shirt. Here we go. 2020 again. Black women matter. Now, we've been over here talking about the lineage being on code. There ain't no gender divide. We just showed teenagers that were sticking up for each other, boy and girl. Here comes the gender divide. After the gender divide, here comes the Karen allies.
Hi, just a friendly reminder for you and for myself. If your favorite creators aren't speaking out about things that are happening right now, the atrocities in the world, whatever they are, there's a reason for that. And maybe y'all, and I'm going to say y'all because I know that I actually did, and I know that I still have some stuff to work on, but maybe y'all should have listened to Black women when they said that white women were the systemic problem.
Sounds familiar, y'all? Does this not sound like black women gonna save the election? Black women saved us again. Here comes another Karen who always is on the side of supremacy, trying to pretend that she's got black women's back. This is Black Lives Matter 2015 all over.
And in some situations, worse than white men. We cannot be surprised by white ladies showing their true colors anymore. Just saying.
Well, hello. And on today's episode of Educating Other Whites, we're going to be talking about how if a person of color, if a black person tells you, hey, that's racist, as a white person, you shouldn't say the following. No, it's not. I don't think it is. And you're being sensitive. As a white person, you should just shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth. And then go educate yourself. Go look it up. And then apologize. I know this is a weird concept. Apologize for being racist.
Hi, I'm Melly Toomey, Soap Opera Queen. Can we talk the bold and the beautiful in a 1-minute take? Hi, I'm Melly Toomey, Soap Opera Queen. 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 Hey, Queen, as one queen to another, thank you for the backup. Hey, my loves, I'm going to say this, and I hope, well, if it offends somebody, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this.
Here you go. I told you. The Skittles is on its way. Read the top. You see who they say matters. This is all 2015 again. You done seen the Becky fake ally. You done seen the Big Back. You done seen Black Girl Magic. Now you seeing Fruit by the Foot matters. Yes, indeed. And did he say from one queen to another? Just saying.
Soap Opera Queen. Hi, I'm Melly Toomey, Soap Opera Queen. Hi, I'm Melly Toomey, Soap Opera Queen. Hi, I'm Melly Toomey, Soap Opera Queen. Hey, Queen, as one queen to another, thank you for the backup. Hey, my loves, I'm going to say this, and I hope, well, if it offends somebody, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. When it comes to being an ally, if you're a person who's an ally of the trans community, trans non-binary community, just trans community, period, I'm going to say this. We need you now more than ever. We don't need no middle ground. We don't need no wishy-washy. We don't need no you support us one day. We need support now more than ever, because the narrative that people are trying to spin about trans in this country is so sad. And the fact that we are a small portion of the population in this country, and so many people are trying to blame every single thing that goes wrong on us when we're trying to simply live, we need y'all support. Either you're with us or come on. We need y'all support, okay? Okay? Please.
I'm partaking in my...
I told y'all. Boy, and why he sound like Willie D from the Ghetto Boys? God damn, he sound like Willie D. Goodness gracious. Mind playing tricks on you, huh? A lot of tricks. Way too many damn tricks, huh? So, hey, fam, when somebody said Mr. Skittles, that's funny as hell. Fam, there they go. Look, it's all lined up. You see it. You see one after another after another. There goes the whole little Black Lives Matter spin, y'all. That's what they've been trying to push. They've been trying to push that Black Lives Matter type stuff on us. There you go. You know when Mr. Skittles, I like that. I'm taking that. When Mr. Skittles pops up, you know they're trying to hit you with the Black Lives Matter, don't you? Yep. But that right there is exactly what we have been calling out and exposing. But that's just how they play the game. That's how they play the game. That's how they operate. That's how they function. So you're starting to see this real different vibe, y'all, where now they're trying to insert these different individuals where we're at, and they're trying to combine things. None of that's going to work, though, right? The same way running up on our campuses and trying to heckle us and criticize us and agitate us ain't going to work. That ain't going to work either. Fam, it's beautiful to live in the era where all the games just ain't working. It's beautiful to live in the era, and quite frankly, we live in that era and ain't none of their games working, okay? So you can take Mr. Skittles and go ahead and have that one on back, all right? And Miss Big Back, you can take her too. And Becky, you can have her back. Becky about 399 pounds, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You can take all that back because foundational Black Americans ain't playing it. But there's been a lot of people trying to twist and turn and say different things, fam, that sound just like us. Oh, man, there's a lot of things. Fam, let me tell y'all where we're at now. We're in the stage where people are trying to steal our talking points, speak like us, and twist it around like they didn't just say it. Do y'all know now Candace Owens is out here and she's saying that her family is really Indian? Oh, yeah. Fam, how come Candace never said any of that before? Candace never talked about having any indigenous in her. Sounds like she wants to be indigenous now. Remember, fam, this right there is Candace Owens. That's Candace. That's Candace. Now Candace is running around here and she's talking about how she's got indigenous native blood in her. Maybe native to the Caribbean, maybe. But now you want to start talking about indigenous blood, Candace? No. Don't run around here. It sounds like Candace has been listening to foundational Black Americans and hijacking our talking points the same way everybody is hijacking our talking points. Candace Owens now was Mrs. I stick up for the Caribbean no matter what. And now watch her right here, family. She's telling everybody that she's got Caribbean on the outside, but Indian on the inside. Watch this.
Black Americans separated from their families, being treated all across, quite literally no memory. I mean, I have part in my family. My grandfather's grandmother was fully Native American. I wish I could learn more. Fully Native American. I wish I could learn more. Fully Native American. I wish I could learn more about the Cherokee Native Americans, and her given name, because they made them change their names in North Carolina, was like Eliza. My grandmother's.
They made them change their names, or they made us change our names? Family, when have we ever said they made them and speak about our ancestors and our bloodline in third person? They made us. I'm not going to talk about my grandma or my great-grandma or my great-great-grandma said, yeah, the way they treated them, boy, they made them go through slavery. They made them go through Jim Crow. No. We are our ancestors. We say it exactly what it is. So now she's not Caribbean no more. Now she's saying that she's got indigenous Black American Indian in her. Notice she starts off saying Black American, y'all, so nobody gets it twisted. She said Black American, then she went right into the Indian.
Families, Black Americans separated from their families, being treated all across, quite literally no memory. I mean, I have part in my family. My grandfather's grandmother was fully Native American. I wish I could learn more about the Cherokee Native Americans, and her given name, because they made them change their names in North Carolina, was like Eliza, my grandfather's grandmother. I know nothing about her. And there's something about that that's spiritually very wrong. Family, no. Black Americans.
Oh, did she try to go into the spirituality? Fam, she done watch damn sinners. She done try to go into sin. Now she want to talk spirituality, y'all. She's in here talking about natives and ancestors, who she just called them, by the way. And then she want to talk about spirits. Now everybody want to be ancestral and spiritual now that Black Americans are on that type of time. Don't play with us, Candace. You a Caribbean. You told us last year you're biased towards Caribbeans, and now you want to run around here and say stuff like our ancestors are Indian and we got a spiritual connection.
Father's grandmother. I know nothing about her. And there's something about that that's spiritually very wrong. Family, Black Americans.
There you go, y'all. There you go. Yes, indeed. We know what it is. You see that right there? We just saw it. Fam, so you got people running around here now and they're just pinpointing and taking things from our lineage, y'all. They're taking things that we've been saying. They're taking things that we've been doing, and they're trying to spin it and flip it. What they want to do, they want to take foundational Black American talking points, and then they want to steal them, hijack them, and then put another group or organization or whatever the hell they come up with on it. So they want to ADOS it. They want to BLM it. They want to Democratic it. They would never embrace these things. How do you know? Because they fight us tooth and nail when we bring these things up. Everything that they're talking about, fam, remember, they resist it when it comes from us. But now they want to talk about it. Now they want to highlight it. Now they want to pretend that it belongs to them. Speaking of people who've been running around here using our talking points, can we go to another tether? Let's talk about Amanda Seales. We're going to talk about Amanda Seales. Yeah, we're going to talk about Amanda. Y'all remember about a month ago when all the Black folks out there was talking about, oh, Amanda Seales now, boy, she handled them damn tethers now. That's just how she is. She good. And do y'all remember right here? We did 2 broadcasts and we completely exposed her. We didn't do none of that. She made some good points. Okay, we didn't do that. Fam, I don't have no invitations to no reparations cookout, fam. See, let me tell you what an invitation to the reparations cookout is. Okay, if you want to come to the certified foundational Black American cookout, the invitations don't come on paper. The invitations is in your DNA. So either you got it in your DNA or you ain't coming. We don't write, fam. Anytime somebody got to write out an invitation and hand it to somebody, that means that individual don't belong here in the first place. A lot of folks, they had invitations. They said, Amanda Seals, oh, you did good on Jubilee. You can have 5 of them. They do the same thing with Candace Owens. They always trying to say, here you go. Absolutely. The invitation is genetic. Absolutely. They was trying to hand them out. Okay, well, we right here, we exposed. While a lot of people was tap dancing and they was not really wanting to go in on her. Y'all know me, Black Alpha. You know me. You know, I don't give a F. I said, hell no, we gonna roast her. And we exposed everything that she said, that she was a tether. And the tether can't talk to other tethers, and we applaud them. No. Well, let me tell you something. She just came out this week and she told all of y'all Black Americans that y'all need to quit being so xenophobic against immigrants. So she shifted real quick. She went from a month ago going in on all of those immigrants to now she going in on you about the damn immigrants. Watch me if you don't believe me. Watch this right here, family. Amanda Seals done jumped right on back to the immigrant side and did it quick, fast, in a hurry. Watch this.
The Seals just got online and said something along the lines of, this country was built by immigrants.
I just find it preposterous for Black Americans to really be on some like, we don't F with immigrants. And I know that there's some who are like, well, they don't F with us, so blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just need you to know that it's bigger than that. Like much bigger than that. And they is a strong word. It's like, yes, there are shitty people, but also like this country has never operated without immigrants. Never at any point has this country operated without immigrants.
People who were just...
There you go, y'all. There you go. She done turned into an immigrant again. She cosplayed our reparations. She cosplayed our lineage, said what she needed to say, and now she right on back to the immigrant. Matter of fact, she took it a step further. She said immigrants built America. She didn't say that on Jubilee. How'd you skip that on Jubilee, but now you saying it? Checkmate.
It's like, yes, there are shitty people, but also like this country has never operated without immigrants. Never at any point has this country operated without immigrants.
People who were just rooting for her like a couple weeks ago, I would say, are now turning against her, calling her anchor baby, a tether, telling her to go back to her country, saying that she's a liar, saying that they thought she was an ally, and now they're attacking her online.
Amanda Seals, bring that ass here. I thought you was an ally, but the last post I seen of you was giving op. You got up here and talking about, oh, America was founded and built by immigrants. Because you're an immigrant, you want to include yourself in that plight. The reason why you're an immigrant is because you were migrating to a country that was already established. Granted, you want to try to say, oh, you know, the people came over here, the settlers and all of this. No, the people that came through Ellis Island, yeah, a lot of them are immigrants, but people from my lineage built this country, okay? We didn't come over here with a country that was already built. So we're not immigrants, and we should not be expected to respect people that have absolutely no respect for us.
Real talk. Real talk. Shout out to this sister. She be roasting them.
We're going to match energy, and y'all consider matching energy being indifferent and putting ourselves first. Y'all conflate that with us being hateful or not liking you. The two are not mutually exclusive. If you have disdain for me, if you're rude to me, if you talk down to me, if you undermine me, and I finally enter the chat and say something back, then you need to shut the fuck up. Point blank, period. Now, I was clapping it up for you when you was going against other immigrants on that Jubilee special because I thought that you had our back. But then I'm like, well, of course, she looks at social media like anybody else. So you just listen to a lot of our talking points. And you was well equipped, which I'm still not mad because you did what you needed to do. But you're
Breeze, ain't that exactly what I said, family? That's exactly what I said. She sat there on the internet and she listened to all of our talking points and she regurgitated it. Why people had out the pom-poms and they was in there jumping up and down for Amanda. That's exactly what we said. All she was doing was listening, and it don't take much for people to repeat. Easy work.
your recent comments was out of left field. The only way you can be an immigrant is if you're migrating to a country that is already established. Immigrants did not build this country. Did they continue to help to, add to the foundation? Of course, but to say that they built it, no, baby doll, no. No. If you were already here, most immigrants, most of you all didn't migrate here until after the National Immigration Act that followed the Civil Rights Act that my lineage fought for in the 1960s.
Amanda Seals just got on.
There it go. Now, family, how many of y'all, since we in here, how many of y'all, and I'm asking y'all this question because I got a pretty good idea. How many of y'all never believed Amanda? See, where I differ from old girl, I don't know her name, but where I differ from her, I ain't never believed Amanda. And I know half of y'all, 90% of y'all didn't agree with Amanda anyway. Neither did y'all. I see my sister Angelic in the chat right now saying, I never believed her. Angelic didn't trust her for 1 second. How many of y'all believed her? Because we didn't rock with her. So as old girl was just talking a minute ago, and she's like, yo, I kind of believed her in the beginning. I didn't. Shit, it wasn't hard not to believe. Like, hell no, we ain't believe no damn Amanda. A lot of black folks is out there, though. They was like, give me an A, give me an M. Hell no, I wasn't on that type of time. Never, absolutely not. Didn't trust her neither. This is why we the best right here on the Black Alpha Network. This is why the Black Alpha Network is the #1 channel, fam. We are the voice of the streets because anything that go on right here goes on. I see my sister Natural. Natural, I know you didn't. Matter of fact, Tora be roasting these folks. So y'all just know that. So shout out to you, my good sister. But you see right there what we're talking about, right? These individuals were clapping for her. And we was like, hell no. No. So we was out here standing on business. And that's why we're trying to tell people, we really do make a lot of history on this channel, fam, because we offset a lot of things. We offset things outside of the community and we offset things inside of the community. Remember that and know that, y'all. That's one thing about the Black Alpha Network, where a bunch of other channels, they may miss points. We don't, because I'm going to let the people talk. And whatever y'all say, go. If y'all make the point, I'm going to put it up and we're going to rock. That's how we get in. And this is why it's truly the voice of the people. The people going to determine every damn thing. And for me, I'm always giving shine. So I knew y'all was going to roast her, and I knew y'all wasn't going to believe her. So shout out to old girl for roasting her. But over here on the Black Alpha Network, we ain't never believed no damn Amanda Seals. Hell no. I'll believe Amanda Bynes before I believe Amanda Seals. Shout out to my brother Chris the Rebel. I see you, fam, Mississippi in the place. The fam, she's not the only one who's been running around here. So let's get it right. Candace Owens now is talking about being an indigenous Black American. Amanda Seals done went back to being a immigrant. And do y'all know Roland Martin is running around here now saying we can't be deported? Oh, yeah, the same Roland Martin who swore by God that Donald Trump was going to export us. Remember, that's what his words were. Family, look at Roland now. Roland is running around here, and he's out here. I see you, my good sister C. Terry. I see you. Watch this. Roland is going off on Megyn Kelly, but in the process, Roland saying you can't send us back to Africa. But I thought you said we could be. Everybody's taking our talking points, fam. Watch this.
Y'all can't break us down. Because you know what, Megan? Not only did we build this, meaning this country, we're also built for this.
You didn't build nothing in America. You Haitian. You ain't build nothing in America, homeboy. You Haitian. Where? Who? What? Why? When did this happen? So now Candace Owens is a Black American Indian, and Roland Martin's people built America. These people want to be FBA so damn bad.
Because you know what, Megan? Not only did we build this, meaning this country, we're also built for this.
Oh, God.
Because y'all could not have endured what we have endured since 1619 and still be standing. But like my girl Lorraine Toussaint told Carmen Ejogo in Selma, we are prepared for this, Megan.
Oh, man.
The ancestors run through our veins.
Oh, hell no. Fam, didn't I just tell you everybody talk about the ancestors now? Now Roland out here talk about the ancestors. None of these people ever talked about anything more than Edmund Pettus Bridge. They went back to Edmund Pettus Bridge and didn't go back further. It was foundational Black Americans who said we built this country. It was foundational Black Americans who said the ancestors, spirituality, connecting with everybody. They not celebrating Assata Shakur today. We celebrating Assata Shakur. Now everybody want to talk about the foundational Black American ancestors and the spirituality that we have with them. None of these people was talking about that. They was too busy talking about, thank you for whooping my ass on Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma. He talking about the ancestors flow through us. Wasn't nobody talking about no damn Majara spirit until FBA showed up. Somebody get this man a Whopper.
We are prepared for this, Megan. The ancestors run through our veins. They prepared us for this. Megan, you ain't no different than all the folk we saw after slavery, doing Reconstruction, doing the 92 years of Jim Crow. Megan, you not new.
You weren't here. Your people was in Port-au-Prince.
Not new. You simply are the latest white woman. Megan, you better go work out. You better go pump some iron. You better go do some glute exercises.
What?
Because Megan, we ain't going nowhere. We're not leaving. See, y'all can't do what the abolitionists.
This man just say some glute exercise. What the hell are you talking about? But this man, boy, this man fruity as hell.
We're not leaving. See, y'all can't do what the abolitionists and the plantation folk did to the folk in Virginia and North Carolina when they shipped them to Liberia. Shipped them to Liberia. We ain't going nowhere. We're not leaving. See, y'all can't do what the abolitionists and the plantation folk did to the folk in Virginia and North Carolina when they shipped them to Liberia. We ain't going nowhere, Megan.
Wait a minute. I thought you said that we could get deported. No. Y'all heard that, right? Fam, that was crystal clear. Did you just hear Roland Martin straight say that we not going nowhere and they can't do to us? You know what he said? He said, like, the people that you shipped to Liberia, what he's talking about is damn immigrants. He's basically saying, y'all cannot ship us away like y'all doing to them immigrants. I thought you said that Donald Trump was going to get us out of America. I thought you said Donald Trump was going to deport us. Y'all see now that he done listened to FBA. He done studied all of our moves. He done watched all of our broadcasts. And now he's saying the same thing. Black Americans ain't going nowhere. When I said Black Americans ain't going nowhere, you told me Donald Trump was going to deport me. When I told you you can't ship me away like the African, you said Donald Trump was going to put me in an ICE detention center. Now out of nowhere, Roland talking about the damn ancestors. Talking about we ain't going nowhere. Talking about you can't ship us away. When just 3 months ago, when you was trying to scare tactic black folks to go vote blue, you was talking about deportation. Now you talking about staying. Somebody get this man some damn Applebee's. He out here talking reckless. His blood sugar getting too high. Somebody bring him down.
Them to Liberia. Ship them to Liberia. We ain't going nowhere. We're not leaving. See, y'all can't do what the abolitionists and the plantation folk did to the folk in Virginia and North Carolina when they shipped them to Liberia.
This is what I'm talking about, fam. These people watch every damn thing that foundational Black Americans do, and they ain't got no shame in stealing. Fam, that's plagiarism. They ain't got no shame in just stealing. They just walking up and just saying, we taking all y'all talking points. Get your own. I thought y'all had a political party. You was getting them checks from Kamala. If you was getting them paper stacks from Kamala, why you got to steal FBA? Because it's funny, though, y'all got so much hatred, vitriol for foundational Black Americans, but yet every time I turn around, y'all stealing foundational Black American swag, you stealing foundational Black American policies, and you stealing foundational Black American natives, narratives, and our talking points. Y'all not representing ever being no damn native people in America. Win. And let me show y'all something. Just to bring that all the way back home, I'm going to show y'all the way this man was talking. I'm going to show y'all. This is what Roland was just saying. So when they try to flip the script and try to say, oh, no, it wasn't like that. I ain't really mean that. No. You was talking this right here. This is Roland right here, y'all. He was saying that we was going to get exported. Watch this, fam. This is what Roland was saying just a few months ago. Now Roland's trying to flip the script. We see all
and people cheering, get him. This is a television show for Donald Trump and MAGA.
People are going to lose their lives, and people are losing their lives behind what is being done right now. And every single...
By the way, look at this guy, Dr. Zachary Kirk, and he's talking about people losing their lives. Look at that. Kirk talking about people losing their lives. You see, fam? Don't let these people try to tell you that it's got anything to do with foundational Black Americans, all that rhetoric. Look at that one. Kirk, talking about losing lives.
Behind what is being done right now. And they are pushing the limits of power to see
to stay here. They said, keep this man here in America. He can do this to anyone. This is not a joke.
Eugene, I remember a whole bunch of these loudmouth FBA Negroes saying, oh yeah, they can't deport us. They can deport them. They can't deport us because we foundational Black Americans. What it sounds to me like, oh, we gonna export you. We ain't gonna call it deport, but we gonna ship some Black people to El Salvadorian prisons.
Did he not just tell Megyn Kelly that we can't be shipped? Family, he used the word shipped identically. He told Megyn Kelly, I just showed you the clip, that you can't ship Black Americans and we ain't going nowhere. And right here, he said, we're going to get shipped to El Salvador.
We ain't gonna call it deport, but we gonna ship some Black people to El Salvadorian prisons.
And look, he told him, say you need 5 more of these things, and I believe that prison hosts 100,000 people. The issue is here, right? We're already in a constitutional crisis. When you have a president that
you in a damn hairline crisis is what the hell you in. You need to worry about other things. The Constitution couldn't fix that. But you see, fam, got him. Receipts on the table. That's all I do, fam. That's all I do. Receipt after receipt after receipt. Fact after fact after fact. That's all we do is win on this side, family. Yes. So you see it. You see it. You watch it. Everybody right now is trying to steal from foundational Black Americans. Everybody right now is trying to hijack our talking points, trying to twist it and turn it, but got so much of a problem when foundational Black Americans is speaking it. Why? I guess it's good enough for y'all to want. It's good enough for y'all to try to take. It's good enough for y'all to try to steal. So how come you want to come on over here to foundational Black American land and try to steal what foundational Black Americans are doing? It just ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. It never was going to work. It ain't that type of time, and it ain't that type of party, y'all. Foundational Black Americans is winning in these streets. Foundational Black Americans is in full control, and foundational Black Americans really ain't going nowhere. See, what Roland knows is for the fact that Roland going to be going somewhere before we ever will, because rolling paperwork is trash. Rolling paperwork is dirty. Rolling paperwork says Haiti, and ours says America, the good old USA. The stars and the damn stripes. So I don't want to hear nobody who's got Haitian background trying to flip-flop and say, they's going to get y'all. No, they're going to get you. And that's exactly what it's going to be. And family, there's a lot of those moving parts going around out here. There's a lot of people out here talking reckless. And now they're also trying to make it look like Black Americans are self-deporting. Fam, how the hell are you going to self-deport as a Black American? Somebody tell me that. But I'm telling you now, they're saying it. Let me say this. Everybody right now is completely desperate. They're desperate because foundational Black Americans ain't giving them no helping hand. Foundational Black Americans ain't got no EBT cards, and we ain't giving them that lineage welfare. They all on their own right now. So when somebody gets absolutely extremely desperate, the first thing they start doing is saying anything they can pull out the clouds. And fam, they saying things that don't add up, do not divide, don't multiply. Y'all look at this right now. You got people saying that Africans are fleeing America and they're self-deporting. But y'all know they're trying to say Black Americans are self-deporting as well. How can the non-deportable self-deport? It's getting very comical, and I want all y'all to laugh. I done showed y'all, I got all the receipts. Roland talking about we are the ancestors. We can't be deported. Flip back a couple months ago, he said we could. Candace Owens running around here talking about she is Indian. You got everybody running around here, Karen, Black Lives Matter. Now look at this individual right here, fam. This person is trying to tell us that Africans are self-deporting from America, and why she says Black Americans are too. Watch this.
Africans in America are self-deporting. Now, America has become such a hostile environment with immigrants or people who don't look white being captured by ICE, and there's speculation as to where these people are going. There's speculation that some of them have allegedly been dropped off planes. Others have been thrown into concentration camps. And so Africans have decided to self-deport. And it's not just Africans who are self-deporting. Black Americans are fleeing America because America has become worse than a terrorist state. It is so frightened.
You heard that? Black Americans are fleeing America. Boy, them foreheads is messing up the frequency, fam. I don't know what's going on because they ain't talking with no type of sense.
Concentration camps, And so Africans have decided to self-deport. And it's not just Africans who are self-deporting. Black Americans are fleeing America because America has become worse than a terrorist state. It is so frightened being other in America because it seems like people can just pick you up and they don't even show their faces, these hooded people. They just pick you up and they decide that you're an immigrant. Law and order it appears to have completely broken down in America. It is frightening. And actually, this could be the turning point where people of African descent actually stay in Africa and other people who look like African.
There you go, y'all. You knew it was going to go back to what benefits them. Everything always starts off with be scared Black Americans, and it always ends with what benefits who's telling us to be scared. You dig, you follow, you're picking up what I'm putting down. It's always Black Americans, y'all gonna get this bad thing that's gonna happen to you unless you come vote for us. Black Americans, this bad thing is gonna happen to you unless you come back to Africa and bring your money. Black Americans, be very, very afraid of this. Well, unless you come over here and give me $19.99. This is what it's always going to be, y'all. They're trying to trick us into something. She basically did what I said. And what I always tell y'all, I said, just listen to these people, listen to them talk. And what they always do, I'm going to tell y'all the tactic that they run, y'all. The tactic is as simple as this. The tactic always starts off with them talking about something bad that's going to happen to Black Americans. And at the end, you hear what they really wanted to say. What she really wanted to say was, Black folks, go back to Africa and bring your money with you. That's really what she wanted to say. But she couldn't really say that, so she had to kind of bounce around, kind of finagle, play this fake game. And then at the end, she basically said, oh, okay, yeah. Y'all come on back to Africa, bring your money with you, and all will be well. So you see really what she was trying to do. They always tell the truth at the end of their lie. They would prefer to just come out and lie to you, but they know we too thick, we too, I don't want to say we too, we just better than them. How about that? I'll just get to the point. We too better than them, family. And they know that since we so much better than them, they can't really run that hustle or that gambit. So they got to try to play that game. But, one of the things that hasn't been working for them, they've been out here trying to get foundational Black Americans to go to Africa, right? They've been trying to get us to go to Africa. Did y'all hear the story about the sister that went over there to Africa and she was beaten and robbed? Did y'all see that story, family? Oh, yeah. You don't hear no Pan-Africans talking about that. All the people who get mad at us and talking about some y'all's a hate group and y'all xenophobic, what do I always tell you guys? I said the biggest crime that you see being committed are all of these people who claim to be so about Africa, but they don't never tell Black Americans all the things that happen to us when we go over there. Y'all notice that, right? It'll be so many things about Africa this, Africa that, but don't tell you all the Black Americans who are getting harmed when they go over there. It'll be all these things about Africa is so great, but Black Americans is over there getting harmed. Don't sit there and tell me about how xenophobic I am when I'm looking at the stuff and these people are out there harming every Black American that ever went over there. These people are out there harming Black Americans all the time. Okay, you ain't seen it? Let me show you the video. Let me, as the young folks say, Black Alpha, say less. Watch this video right here, family. Watch what happened to this good sister that went over there. Heartbreaking.
A Maryland woman says she was drugged and kidnapped on vacation in Africa and barely escaped with her life.
She's just gotten home, and tonight she shares her story with Bob Barnard.
I don't know what happened to me. Just know I was trying to fight. I was fighting for my life. A grown-ass man. I was fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying?
We met best friends Mika and Queen at Mika's home in Montgomery County. They just got home Tuesday from what was supposed to be another one of their adventurous week-long vacations, this time to Tunisia. That's in Northern Africa.
It was traumatizing. Like even here, like now, like she got her own house. I got my own place. We stayed together. Like we still scared because it's like, I don't even know what happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if y'all.
Mika says this past Saturday night, after returning from a club, she was drugged and kidnapped from her hotel after going to the lobby to get some tissues.
The next thing I remember, I'm in the back of a car. And I just start opening doors. I start panicking. I'm opening doors. I'm trying to get out.
She says a man was behind the wheel.
He's trying to pull me back in the car. I'm yelling, help, help, somebody help me. He's covering my mouth. That's where these scratches are from. He punching me all right here. I don't know if thought he was going to knock me out, but I kept fighting. It was nothing. It had to be angels or something with me for me to, it's a grown man. He's punching me in my face, on my forehead, and both of my eyes. He's punching me. So I'm like, I just kept thinking I got to get back home to my kids. Like, I just got to get back home to my kids. So I just kept fighting. We're fighting. He's hitting me. We're going blow for blow. He's hitting me. I'm hitting him.
Queen was back at the hotel, the Penthouse Suites Hotel in Tunis. This is from its website. She says they were less than helpful.
A Maryland woman says she was drugged.
They did not help her or assist her with her case at all, brothers and sisters. They just let it happen. So what we have here is we have a Black American sister who goes over there. She goes down to go get some tissue at her hotel. She gets drugged by some people, then gets drugged in a car, wakes up in the car, tries to fight her way out of it. And a man was hitting on her while she fought back, because that's what certified sisters do. And when this all came and she broke loose and got out of there, obviously you could see the injuries upon her. What ended up happening, she goes back to the people at the hotel and they did not assist her or help her. You know why they didn't assist or help her family? Because I believe that they were in on it. Because what nobody talks about is that there is an apparatus amongst all of the Africans who are the criminals and these high-ranking people where they all prey on us. The person who works at the hotel, they've got every single number. They got all the room numbers. Fam, you think that the people at the hotel did not know what room she was in? And you don't think that they didn't give those room numbers to the people who were doing the crimes? Hell yeah, they did. Just like the sister we talked about a few months ago that went over there and she was trying to do missionary work, and her boyfriend and his poly boyfriend ended up harming her, and they buried her in the backyard. These people know that we coming. They know, fam, when you get off the plane in Africa, these people come up to you, and the flight attendant, the damn pilots, the people who work at the airport, they all know where the Americans are, and then they hit people off. 5 Americans on this flight. They got on a red shirt. You got 4 or 5 women, and they got their purses. Look like they got some money. Remember, looking like you got money is just being an American. Don't let these people talk about America and like how we think we so high and mighty. Family, y'all look at us like we high and mighty. You can go over there just dressed regular, fam. I'll go over there dressed like this and they'll think I'm a damn millionaire. Just because they view you as an American. I've heard story after story after story about people when they get there to Africa, people go to the damn bathroom. As soon as you go to the bathroom, people will run up on you. And they'll be like, oh, here's a napkin. Here's a napkin. I need some money for that. You know, they're always hustling. So they hit people off and they set us up for the traps. This is why it's the hell we're going over there. Brothers and sisters, don't go over there. And my certified sisters, stay the hell away. We got enough things going on just being the exceptional foundational Black Americans as we are. Do not go over there. And I wish that sister would be tapped into the grassroots. Man, y'all know how many people that need to be tapped into the grassroots and they're not, and then they fall for these traps? Where are all the Pan-Africans who always got something to say about us? How come instead of worrying about talking about me and me telling the truth about Africa, how come you don't go worry and tell all the Black people all the bad things that happen? Y'all never are trying to elevate, uplift, or put Black Americans on game about threats. You too worried about hating on me, being upset what I'm saying, than ever giving us so much love. If you love Black Americans so much, and we all American Africans, like Dr. Umar says, then how come you don't tell those American Africans all the problems they face when they go over to Africa? You don't never say that. You know why? Because I'm calling you bluff because you don't give a damn about no Black American. That's what it's really about. It's about your own utopia, your own fantasy land, and getting something from FBA. Because you would think if you love Africa so much that you always mad at Black Americans, you always calling us xenophobic, you're saying that we bullying you, you care so much about Black people, but you don't ever tell Black Americans that we may go over there and get robbed, get beat up, or what happened to that sister may occur. I'm showing the damn video. How come the Pan-Africans ain't showing the video? All the tethers out there, they love Africa so much. There seems to be a pattern and a trend with everybody who claims to love Africa so much, they don't conduct themselves like people who love Africa so damn much. Yeah, in reality, Black Americans have done more and showed more love to Africa than Africans do. We were the ones going over there to fight your wars. You don't fight your own wars. We're the ones over there trying to get the supremacists off your neck. You run and hug the damn supremacists. We're the ones telling Black Americans, hey, be careful when you go over there. They don't like us. You just skip over that. You mean to tell me every single Pan-African that you see always complaining about Black Americans, everybody who uses the term xenophobic directed at Black Americans, everybody who says we're a cult or hate group, you mean to tell me all of them are missing all of these stories about our women being harmed? Or is it that they know these stories and they just don't say a damn thing? I have rest the case, fam. You know exactly what it is. These people don't give a damn. And this is why foundational Black Americans are becoming more and more lineage-based. And this is why we're saying more and more, I'm good, I'm straight, I got everything I want right here in the United States of America. Let me tell you something. I give everybody love if you travel, much respect. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm good right here in the United States of America. I heard somebody say it a long time ago. They said, what do you want in America? What you want? You want bright lights, big city? I'll take you on up to the north. We can go to Detroit. We can go to Chicago. You want some snow? I'll take you on up to New York City, New Jersey, where you want to go, family. You want the bright lights, big city? You want all the concrete? I'll take you right on up to the East Coast. Is the East Coast in the house? Certified salute to you. What do you want? You want the tropics? Would you want the Atlantic tropics? I'll take you on down to Florida. I'll take you right here to Georgia, my home. What you want? You want to go fishing? I'll take you right on out to the coast of the Seaport, Savannah. Shout out, Savannah's in the building. You want to go where? You want to go Jacksonville beaches? You want to go to what? Tampa? You want to go nightlife? Let's go down to Miami. You want to take the kids out? Let's go to Orlando. We can go to Tampa and go fishing. What you want? Oh, you want West Coast tropics? Okay, I'll take you on out to California. We can spend the whole damn time looking at California. What's the highway in California that goes all the way up the damn coast? We want to do, shout out to the West Coast. We go out there. So you want East Coast tropics? You want West Coast tropics? You want bright lights, big city? We can go on up north. What you want? You want flatland? I'll take you to Kansas and Missouri. What you want? You want to go to Nebraska? Shout out to Bud Crawford. We can go there too. So you got tropics on both coasts. You got the bright lights and big city of the north, okay? And then you want the flatland. We'll go to Kansas City. We'll go to St. Louis. There's a lot of flatland, all the plains areas, fam. We'll go there too. How you want to play it? I'll take you to Ohio. You want to go? I'm a Midwest person. How you want to rock? Oh, you want desert? Okay, I'll take you on down to Texas. We can go to Arizona. Oh, you want mountains? What kind of mountains do you want? Do you want the Appalachian Mountains that are more grassy? I'll take you to Tennessee. We can go to Tennessee all damn day long. Oh, no, you want Rocky Mountains. Good. I'll take you to Colorado. What you want, fam? What you want the Pacific Northwest? You want 4 seasons? You want 2 seasons? I'll take you anywhere you want to go right here in my home of the United States of America, family. What do you want? And you can get it. Because what is proven, it's not safe for us to travel outside of this country. Shout out to the STL, boy. We in here deep, fam. California. Okay, Interstate 5. There you go. Much respect, fam. I've always been enamored with that. When I was on the West Coast, I'm like, yo, Interstate 5, let's do it. You just travel right on up the coast. You look at the damn ocean. Ocean never leaves your side. The ocean just there, just looking at you the whole time, just rolling. What you want? We go to California. We can go to Florida. Miami is like LA of the East Coast. It's the same damn thing. You want to go to New York City? What borough? Where you want to go? Where you want to go, fam? We can go all the way up to Old Money. You want to go to the beaches, fam? You want to go to lakes in the Midwest? A lot of people don't remember. How many of y'all remember when we were younger, the Great Lakes was a big deal? If Minnesota's in the building, fam, shout out to y'all. FBA Brooklyn, I see you. Shout out. Much respect. Fam, we can go to, you want water that's not on the coast and it's not the ocean? Let's go to the Great Lakes. What you want to go to? You want to go to Lake Ontario? You want to go to Lake Erie, Lake Michigan? Where you want to go? A lot of people don't understand. In the middle of the summertime, they going to the beach in the Midwest. Those are northern bodies of water. I grew up on Lake Erie. So where we want to go, fam? We go anywhere. This is the most beautiful country in the world. Yeah, absolutely. We going to fly to Hawaii. You want to go get some extra snow? We'll go to Alaska. That's all the United States of America. I bet you won't run up on Alaska. People be talking about Alaska. I said, I bet you won't run up on them. You're going to get that U.S. military. You know, some people be talking about, we're going to do this to America. They always skip over Alaska. You ain't going to run up. So you get everything. Roswell. I've been to Roswell, New Mexico. I've been there. Yeah, I've been to Roswell, New Mexico. Yes, I have. I've been to Roswell, New Mexico, fam. I've been to Alamogordo, Texas. I've been all the way out there. I've been to Juarez, Mexico. I've been to El Paso. I've been all through that, family. I've seen the white sands out there. Oh, yeah. We get all the sands, family. You want to go to Arizona? You want some damn tumbleweed? You want a cactus? Whatever you want, you can get right here. Shout out to Minnesota. Great Lakes. Yep. Lake Superior. Absolutely. We in here, fam. It's all in America. If you travel, fam, if you just traveled across the United States of America and you did it for 2 months, you'd see every climate. You go to California and you be in Northern, a lot of people don't know, Northern California is cold as hell sometimes. And then Southern California, you know, they say it never rains. What do you want, fam? You get whatever you want right here. Okay, Myrtle Beach, shout out. Much respect. Love Myrtle Beach. Yeah, as long as it's not Lake Lanier. You absolutely right. But this is what I'm talking about, fam. We good here. Because a lot of turmoil, drama, where people just don't like us. And I've heard story over story about going to Africa, okay? Much love and respect, banker. Much love. I've heard stories about people go to Africa and they deal with people that just run up to them and say, hey, give me some money. Or you're driving down the damn area and somebody stops and says, a toll booth, you got to come through, all types of crazy stuff, fam. So you know what it is. Check this out right here, fam. This is what it is. And now these people are getting mad. They're saying, well, I'm black too, brother. Now they want to be black. So Roland Martin is talking about deportation. Candace Owens is saying that she's an American Indian. You got all these people saying all these different lies, all these different alibis. And now Africans are claiming that they want to be black again. Fam, these people don't know what the hell they want, but they all want to be us. Watch this.
I am black, I am African, and there's nothing you can do about it. Deal with it. You cannot bully me. You cannot police my blackness. You certainly cannot tell me what I can speak and what I cannot speak on. Deal with it. Okay? Some of you are out there acting like you own blackness, acting like you're more black than the African who came from the land of blackness, acting like you're more black than the African who drank water from the soil.
Drinking water from the soil makes you black, and they don't want to be black. This is not me who's saying all that. I ain't black. That's them. They told us that they were not black. We didn't make that up. If they would have claimed blackness, we wouldn't have this conversation, Mr. Fufu. And by the way, what the hell happened? Man, what's up with his head? Is that the bamboo stick scar? Damn.
Acting like you're more black than the African who came from the land of sand and sun. Make that make sense? You're here talking about experience, historical struggles, or reality. Well, wake up. How are you more black than the person who's also living the same realities as you in present day? How are you more black than your ancestors who came from Africa? Because that's where you trace your blackness. I'm not sure if you realize this. The white man is simply called an American. You're called an African American. Has that even sunk in yet in your head?
I know you ain't talking about sinking in head, because it looked like a damn bamboo stick done sank into your head about 5 diameters. You better get your damn mind right, homeboy. And we never wanted to be African American. You don't even know your history. This man don't know his history. You tell him about the bamboo stick, he'll know all the history of the bamboo stick. He'll be like, you can tell this bamboo stick, it came off of a oak tree. The way that it was built and the way it clings and it stings on your head when it hits you, this bamboo stick is probably about 7 years old. And there's another bamboo stick, and it's its brother. It's its brother shampoo stick. And shampoo and bamboo sticks, they're kind of different. They have different datis. And the one daddy went with the colonizer. Yeah, you know more about them damn bamboo stick history than Black American history, because if you did, you know we ain't no damn African Americans, partner.
Sunk in yet in your head? Really? And some of you out here trying to even wipe that lineage and said, well, you're FBA, you're not African American and all that. The level of delusion is getting to its height. Really? Well, I'm not a therapist. I have a master's degree in economics. I'm not a therapist. So I'm not going to be here to massage your fragility and insecurity. Certainly not. And for all Africans and Black immigrants, listen up. Do not let anyone bully you. Do not let anyone let you know that you are less of a Black.
Stop. Family, first off, man, so many things to say. First, boy, you know, I never lied. Family, first off, I'm never big on a grown-ass man that uses the term being bullied. I don't think a man can bully a man. That's just how I am, fam. You know what we call a man who gets bullied or refers to getting bullied? We call that a punk, all right? Maybe, hey, I'm an 80s baby, 90s raised me, but that ain't how I'm from, fam. I'm not from the era where you sit there and say, don't let no one bully you. Y'all see how easy it is for them to throw around getting bullied? They like, this is a grown man talking about somebody bullied him. Family, Black Americans would never use that type of rhetoric. So are you surprised at the person who out here getting bullied and telling people that he got bullied? Are you surprised, family, that that type of individual is the same type of individual who clear as day is getting colonized? And he said he's got a master's degree. No, you don't. You have a slave master's degree, meaning you know what time of day the slave master gonna hit you across the head with that damn stick. Stop playing with us in these streets, okay? I got my brothers in the house. I was looking at the chat. I got all my brothers, all my men, all my foundational Black American men. Are you comfortable ever talking about getting bullied? Is that something Black American men do? Because I fought back. It was 7 of them, and they tried to hustle me, and I went down swinging before I'm out here saying, I got bullied. Because I'm from the aspect of, you go home and say, I got into a fight. Mama want to know, did you win and did you fight back? She don't say, did you get bullied? Did you, Mr. Mutombo? Mr. Mutombo won an ice pack. He won an ice pack all damn day long. Yeah, absolutely. I see y'all in the chat. Right there, my brother said, hell no, never. Yeah, Black American men, we ain't on that punctified energy. Our kids don't do that. Our kids ain't running around here saying, I got bullied today. You know, it's a choice. That's a mentality. But y'all notice how easy it is for these people to just embrace being bullied? Never trust no grown-ass man that accepts the term bully or throws around the term bully in regards to themselves. Never trust that type of person. That type of person is exactly what that person says they are. They are punk. They punctified. We ain't on that type of energy. You gonna stand up, we gonna rock up in here. But let me go ahead and put a crush to all of that stuff dude was talking about. You know how he's talking about we black and we black and we black, and they're always trying to say, well, if we all got pulled over, we'd all be saying, my brother's in there, lighten them up. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, my brother Breeze Omega, certified salute, family. I met that brother. That's a good brother. Yeah, my brother said, we scrapping. I ain't never told no lie on that one, brother. You right. Family, yeah, slave master's degree. Fam, remember all that talk about we get pulled over, they're gonna see us all as the same, we all just one big Negro, right? Fam, you know, they say the WC is all the same. And I've been telling everybody, white folks don't see Black Americans as no damn African. Family, let me show y'all this. And I've been wanting to show y'all this. This is going to completely just destroy all that talk Mr. Bully Mutombo was just speaking on. All that, we black too, we black too. Let me show y'all this. This shows you that Black Americans and Africans, nobody thinks we're the same, Mutombo. And this brother right here, he be cooking. He said to a W, do you see the difference? Watch what this W says.
See, when you Africans get to telling us Black Americans that we look like y'all, that really do be funny to me, because I really do believe that y'all think that other Americans can't tell the difference between us and y'all. And then y'all even would try to use this same excuse to stop FBAs or Black Americans from delineating from y'all, saying that white people can't tell the difference. And that is completely hilarious. You know what? Let's see what a white boy has to say about that right now. Y'all watch this.
You know, as a white guy, like, I can immediately tell like a Black American from an African, like, you know, they're unbelievably different. And you can just tell even like a Haitian, you know, like in Florida, I know there's a lot of Haitians in Miami, like little Haiti, like, you know, I can just tell. Talk like Black Americans. They don't act like them. They don't do anything. They don't, you know, they don't really play sports. They don't like football. They don't like, you know, playing ball. They're just, I don't know. They're weirdos.
Shit. Is that the white boy y'all are talking about that can't tell the difference between us and y'all? That can't be the same white boy that y'all claim can't tell the difference. Y'all just need to go ahead and just leave us alone, man.
Damn.
See, when you Africans get to tell
like a Black American from an African guy, like, I can immediately tell like a Black American from an African, like, you know, they're
damn, boy, you know, every tether around the world is crying to that. They crying. They're like, no, that was my way of being seen as Black American. No, we've been telling them that the whole time. Nobody views Black Americans as Africans. Everybody knows that Black Americans are foundational, not African Americans. Everyone knows we have delineated. The only people still trying to talk that talk are the very, very few people who want something from us. Basically, if somebody says something different than what we're saying, then those people are trying to hustle us because they want to steal from us. I'm just going to put it clear, fam. Like Brother Malcolm said, just make it plain. If you say you're foundational, somebody gets mad, they want to steal something from you. If you say you're not African and somebody gets mad, they want to steal something from you. If you say I'm not voting Democrats, they want to steal something from you. If you say anything and somebody disagrees with you, it's only because they're trying to steal from you. That is what the course of history has shown us, and that's what we're going to go by. Like I said, fam, what we're doing now, we going by the course of history. We judging everybody based on their demonstrations of behavior. If your behavior ain't this way, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if your behavior is this way, then we going to check you. If you a liar, we going to call you a liar. If you an op, we going to say you an op. If you a thief, we going to say you a thief. Because what they want to do is have us in this system where somebody lies to us, but we view them as honest. Somebody steals from us, but we view them as a non-thief. Somebody tries to bamboozle us, but we see them as a friend. They wanted us to view people the opposite of their demonstrations of behavior. Now we're viewing them and treating them directly based on their demonstrations of behavior. Where we from, we call that just being real. And it costs you nothing. And that's where foundational Black Americans are at. And that's where foundational Black Americans are. And that's where foundational Black Americans is going to stay. So we going to say right there, ain't no damn Black Lives Matter. Hell no. And by the way, that mop mad at y'all. That mop mad, boy, that mop pissed off. He said, how dare y'all? How dare y'all black Americans come around and disrespect me? I'm a mop. I'm mad. I'm a melanated other person. And damn it, you're going to stay a melanated other person because you'll never be a black American. There's a big damn difference between the two of them. We run the yard, we run the show, and everybody else, they have to go. And family, when I tell people everybody got to go, let me tell y'all something. There's something that I've been wanting to highlight to y'all for quite some time, and I'm going to talk about it now. Be very cautious of what I call the house brother, okay? The house brother. You've always had the house NIGGA, but what I want you to do is get out of your mind seeing the person who is the sellout and they act like Carlton from the Fresh Prince. That's kind of old, y'all. Now what you're starting to see is these people trying to spice up being COOs. Y'all remember back in the day, whenever you would look for a sellout, you always look for the guy that talks real white, you know what I'm saying? Talks real corny, real lame and whatnot. Now what you're seeing is people running around here and they trying to dress all hip. They trying to look all street, but they be COOing in their mind. Okay. You got to start to watch people and start to identify people for the way they're getting down. This is what I call the house brother and the house sister. And it goes along with all those lies I was just telling you about. Everything is a trick. Everything is a bamboozle to trick you. Okay. So you got to be very cautious of that, because I know some people that still have the old outdated mentality and they think that house NIGGAs only look like Steve Urkel. No. Not 2025. No, yeah, the house bro. I like that. Yeah, you got to watch that. I'm going to say something, fam. I'm going to keep it a buck. There were a lot of people during this last election that were talking about Donald Trump and flipping certain areas to a certain color, and they look and talk just like us. But they're also running around here telling us that we need to stop having victim mentalities, and they sound just like that Tatum guy, and they sound just like Ben Carson. Okay. And if you see them on the outside, you go, man, they rocking just like us. They fresh, they fly and all that stuff. But when they start to talking, they sound just like JD Vance. They sound just like MAGA. You got to be cautious. So you got to be very careful on what these people look like. These house bros, I'm telling you right now. All right. They out there. Let me show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all. This is going to be crazy. It blew my mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all see, I see y'all. Y'all know. Y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, family. You might see the COON. They be riding around listening to Luther Vandross. It'll throw you off. What's that one guy's name, y'all? What's that dude's name? He was that pastor that was running around with Donald Trump during the first Donald Trump presidency. He was he's like the kind of light-skinned guy. He's got like a beard. He's a pastor or something. He's the guy talking about, we got to get that body count down. We got to get that body count down. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. What's dude's name? Damn, I forget dude's name, fam. Yeah. I see Breeze. You picking up what I'm putting down. My brother Breeze know what I'm talking about. Shout out to you, Omega. You got to be careful. Somebody running around here all damn day long. They talking all that hibbity bebop. And then next thing you know, they start talking about race issues and they start sounding like damn MAGA. They'll be in here talking about I was listening to Luther Vandross. I got Janet Jackson. I love Patti LaBelle. Then you start saying, well, how do you feel about racism? What racism? Ain't no damn racism. You got to be careful. Oh, there you go. Darnell Scott. He'll walk around all damn day long looking like somebody's uncle. Right around listening to Luther Vandross, got on cologne, got some gold. And then when he starts talking, he sounds like he at a damn Klan rally. You better watch these house brothers and these house sisters. You better watch them, fam. Now you're seeing a remodel. They don't all look like Steve Urkel. Nope. Some of these people going to come in here. They're going to be looking like a damn R&B singer on the outside, but they're going to be sounding like a damn Klan master on the inside. Y'all look at this right here. Look at this. This is going to throw y'all off, but I'm telling y'all. Tell me when you catch this. You see this guy right here? Watch this guy right here, family. Watch him. Watch this guy right here. He's going to make you think that he on some Carlton, some Steve Urkel. But watch when he starts talking. He going to flip the script. What my man Andre 3000 said, he said, is every brother with dreads for the cause? And every brother, what he say, with gold for the flaws? Don't get caught up in appearance. It's Outcast Aquemini, another black experience. Watch this.
I talked about those guys who went to try to start stuff at Tennessee State University.
Y'all hear that? Listen. Listen to his voice.
Those guys who went to try to start stuff at Tennessee State University who were...
I'm talking about the guys who went to Tennessee State University and they were there and they were like on the crowd. Brother about to hit a 360 though. Watch.
I talked about those guys who went to try to start stuff at Tennessee State University who were basically kicked off campus after 10 minutes. Certain topics are just purely not up for debate. When it comes to racism and stuff like that, I'm not going to...
No, stop. Y'all getting ahead of yourself. Don't. Hey, I'm clowning, but chill. No. Freeze. This is a teaching lesson. This brother sounds like Steve Urkel, but he about to start talking like a Black Panther. The same way that the house bro, he looks like Luther Vandross, but he talks like J.D. Vance. Oh, this brother about to hit you with a 360. Watch.
I talked about those guys who went to try to start stuff at Tennesse State University who were basically kicked off campus after 10 minutes. Certain topics are just purely not up for debate. When it comes to racism and stuff like that, I'm not going to argue with you. There's nothing to debate about it at all. It's wrong. There's no justifying it whatsoever. And I'm not going to put any time or energy into a bad faith argument about human rights, etc. There's no middle ground with you. And the dedication that some people have to owning the libs, it's really crazy to see. Somebody brought up CK and said that, oh, this is why more people are becoming Republican voters. I don't know how many times I need to tell you guys, I'm not a Democrat. I'm a registered independent. And it's very weird to treat this like a game. Like, okay, you're voting to make your life worse. Things are worse off. You're trying to gloat about it because you think that because I talk about these issues that I'm going to be impacted. And it's really appalling that some people don't care what happens to them as long as they believe that somebody else is going to be worse off than them, even if that's not the case. Racism, bigotry, hatred, hostility, that is not a difference of political belief. If you live your life in a particular way, you can't be surprised when people are happy or they don't feel anything when you're gone. And you can't expect victims.
Whoa. If you live your, I know his voice sound like, you know what I'm saying? He snorting some damn helium. I got that. But he talking more on cold stuff than some of them people that was giving Amanda Seals some damn invitations. And then people who want to give Candace Owens a damn invite every time she says one point. He says racism is not up for debate. And then he ends up saying, don't be mad when people are glad that you gone.
That is not a difference of political belief. If you live your life in a particular way, you can't be surprised when people are happy or they don't feel anything when you're gone. And you can't expect victims of said hatred and racism or bigotry to feel any sort of empathy when these people are gone as well. And people need to stop conflating politics with faith. And to the religious people that try to shame me with God or heaven, that won't work on me. Morality and my actions in my life aren't predicated on me being rewarded for them in the afterlife that may or may not exist. I don't need religion and I don't need the promise of rewards for me to not be a piece of shit. Why would anyone ever feel any sort of empathy for people who think less of others simply because of the color of their skin, etc.? Me personally, f them. If you're a racist piece of shit, you're a racist piece of shit, and I'm not gonna.
Hey, say what you want. I know the forehead is, about 17 circumference wide. I dig it. But damn it, there's a lot of folks who look like Luther Vandross who ain't saying that. There's a lot of folks running around here on some flip Chicago, red, green, and blue, but they ain't talking like this.
Would anyone ever feel any sort of empathy for people who think less of others simply because of the color of their skin, etc.? Me personally, f them. If you're a racist piece of shit, you're a racist piece of shit, and I'm not going to feel anything when your day comes. They came into my comments because I was talking about Charlie. I said that I didn't feel anything because of all the hateful rhetoric that he spewed in the past, and I stand by it 100%. I've never advocated for any sort of violence. I've never said that that was the right thing to do. Personally, I'm not going to risk my freedom, but there are people that will do that. To that, I say that you must be mindful of the hateful things that you push out. And of course, the people with the fake morals had to come in.
There you go, family. Hey, the brother was in there talking some talk now. We go keep it a buck now. We gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it all the way live. The brother was in there talking that talk. You know what? And that's good because guess what? All that stuff where people on the outside look a certain way, but then they start talking this way. Put it this way. I'd rather have somebody who sounds like him, okay, who look like he's on a strict diet of helium, all right, who's talking like that, than have somebody run around here with a hat to the back, with a bandana on, and talking that hip-hop talk, but when they start opening their mouth, they sound like Black Lives Matter. I'd rather have that. So shout out to dude. Do you, homeboy, put some bass in your voice, you know what I'm saying, and you might be all right. You might actually get a woman. Nah, let me stop. See, y'all be making me clown, man. I'm over here trying to big this dude up. I'm looking at y'all being here roasting this dude, and now I'm over here clowning. I was just giving him a big shout out. I'm sure he does he had a woman in the 3rd grade, maybe the 2nd grade, maybe never. No, let's stop. Anyway, shout out to dude. Keep talking your homeboy. And when I tell y'all that these people be running around here and they be on some funny style time, y'all, they be on some funny style time. See, the dominant society's got an issue right now, y'all. Y'all be doing this, man. I be cool, Black Alpha. I be trying to chill. Then I be looking at the chat. See, my phone be right here, so I be looking at the chat on both ways. And when y'all get to roasting somebody, I just got to get a piece of it. I got to get in. You feel me? So shout out to y'all for inspiring me to roast these people. But family, the dominant society has some trouble today. The dominant society is on some hard times. You have crackheads who are fighting meth heads. Meth heads are fighting the fentanyl addicts. And they're also out here doing this on camera. Fam, I hate to have to show you guys this, but this footage has been locked in the Mayo vault for quite some time. And I said, damn it, I got to show the certifieds. I know the certifieds want to go there. So for all of those Mayos out there that are worried about HBCU campuses and getting ran off the block, you need to be worrying about them Mayo campuses and why the crackheads and the fentanyl heads are fighting. Family, for the first time in internet history, Black Alpha is about to show you a battle between fentanyl and crack. And y'all know what they say about crack. Crack is whack. Watch this.
If you do, just leave me the alone. Don't say nothing to me, and I won't say nothing to you.
Ma'am, if you want to pay this man to cut your yard, that's fine. But keep him away from my house.
This is not your house. This is not your house.
This is my house.
That's your house.
This is not your house. This is not your house. You leave me the fuck alone, and this ain't your house.
Dude, just leave me the alone. Don't say nothing to me, and I won't say nothing to you.
Ma'am, if you want to pay this man to cut your yard, that's fine. But keep him away from my house.
This is not your house. This is not your house.
This is my house.
That's your house. This is not your house.
This is my house.
This is not your house. This is not your house. This is not your house. This is not your house.
This is my house. And
That's your house.
You're too goddamn close to it. I see you walking back and forth every day.
I'm on my side of the house.
You got to go get your fucking beer at least 2 or 3 times a day.
You know why I get beer? Because I can afford it.
You can't.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that money I got right there, boy. Look at that.
Yeah.
If I want to buy crack, I'll go buy crack. If I want to buy crack, I'll go buy crack. If I want to buy crack, I'll go buy crack. If I want to buy crack, I'll go buy crack. I don't smoke crack. Go over there. I don't smoke crack. Go over there.
Do something.
I don't. What else?
Call me an old ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to stop. You need to stop. Okay.
If you do, just leave me the alone. Don't say nothing to me, and I won't say nothing to you.
Ma'am, if you want to pay this man to cut your yard, that's fine. But keep him away from my house.
This is not your house. This is not your house. If I want to buy crack, I'll go buy crack. If I want to buy crack,
why he acting like he ain't got crack in his pocket? If. What you mean if? Don't you mean when? Don't you mean the crack in your pocket?
I'll go buy crack. If I want to buy crack, I'll go buy crack. If I want to buy crack, I'll go buy crack. I don't smoke crack. Go over there. I don't smoke crack. Go over there.
Do something.
I don't. What else?
Call me an old ass.
Yeah.
You need to stop. You need to stop. Okay.
If you do,
damn right. You need to stop. You need to stop all the drugs. You need to put the needles down. You need to get along, fam. They got some real trouble in that community. That community's on some hard times. Okay, he said, this is not your house. If I want to go buy crack, big secret, y'all. He said, if. I told y'all you got the crack and the fentanyl battle. All right. And, you know, I heard both of them got the walking canes and it just got real messy. Mayo, Miracle Whip, and fentanyl. Terrible, terrible combination. But that's a them problem because FBA, we too great. We ain't got to worry about that. Damn. Family, but let me tell you what we doing while they're over there. Boy, y'all lighting them up. Let me tell y'all what we doing, family. We standing on principle and they smoking crack. We out here pushing business and they smoking crack. They over there fighting. And foundational Black Americans out here riding. And one of the things that we have done, y'all, is represented this lineage So much that as I have clearly displayed for y'all today to see that everybody is trying to do some fake, weak version of what we've been doing. And family, when I say you got some strange folks out there, you got some strange folks. When I say these people done lost their mind, they done lost their mind. When I say the foundational Black Americans run the yard, we run the damn yard. Family, they even got the damn pastor out here. And the pastors is out here tripping as well. Family, y'all watch this man go crazy. The pastor is mad at MAGA. Watch this.
That sometimes they're in schools, there has to be some live sacrifice to protect. Be clear.
They get real, fam. Oh, this one gonna get real ugly. Watch this.
In this world that are trying to rob us of our song. I really despise the way that Kirk was killed last week. I despise the way he was killed. Shouldn't have gone down like that. But political violence ain't nothing new to this nation. Now, let's be clear. Let's be clear. They killed our ancestors over political violence. That was political violence right there. Knees on necks, that's political violence right there. Shooting you down for having a...
He about to wild out, y'all. Get ready.
Having some twists, some Skittles, and a drink, that's political violence right there. Let's be clear, this ain't new. This ain't new. And I want them to be just as concerned about Kirk, and be just as concerned about Trayvon as they were about Kirk, and just as concerned about my brother that just got shot last night as they were about the brother that got shot a couple days ago. And while I'm on that, can I go a little farther? You and I need to be very careful. All of us need to be careful of the public positions that we take. Be very careful. Mr. Kirk said for years that sometimes they're in schools, there has to be some live sacrifice to protect the Second Amendment. I'm not making it up. Some lives have to be taken to protect the Second Amendment. Got to be careful of the positions you take, because they might just come back and take you. I am not applauding his death. That boy should not have died. His children got to be raised without a father. His wife has to deal with living without her husband. It should not have gone down like that. But the Bible says if you live by living without her husband, it should not have gone down like that. But the Bible says, but the Bible says that, but the Bible says if you live by the sword, Bible says if you live down like that, but the Bible says if you live by the sword, take you.
You want to see it? Who want to see it? Let's go. You already know it was coming. Let's get it, baby. Alpha, slow down.
I am not applauding his death. That boy should not have died. His children gotta be raised without a father. His wife has to deal with living without her husband. It should not have gone down like that. But the Bible says if you living without her husband, it should not have gone down like that. But the Bible says if you deal with living without her husband, it should not have gone down like that. But the Bible says if you live by the sword, should not have died. His children got to be raised without a father. His wife has to deal with living without her husband. It should not have gone down like that. But the Bible says if you live by the
The damn pastor out here wilding out because the Bible said, I'm just saying, I be damned. Everybody's spinning it. Everybody's wild. Everybody's on one. And even the Bible says. But fam, yeah, boy, y'all cold. This is what we said. So you got fitting on crack. The Bible says you live by the sword. Everybody spazzing. Everybody wilding. In FBA, we just over here better than ever, man. I told you. Number one is where we live at. Number one is what we do. We the greatest of all time. We going down in history, y'all. This generation going down in history because the Bible said, and we going to live on up to it, fam, because that's what we do. But you know what else we do, fam? We show nothing but love to our foundational Black American icons. Family, let me tell you something today. As we sit here and we roast all of these people, and as we show them what a real lineage looks like, let me tell you how great this lineage is, fam. We lost Assata Shakur today, but we also gained Assata Shakur, the ancestor. And we're so much more strong. So family, can I get all of y'all the same way we started this broadcast to put them 100s, them praying hands and them fists in the chat, because we about to do a full scale breakdown and a tribute to Assata Shakur, family. And we're going to keep this all the way live. Let me tell you a little something about the wonderful, the great Assata Shakur. Assata, I'm telling you right now, is, in my opinion, the baddest person in American history. Fam, she's the only person who went against the system of supremacy in America and won. And I'm talking about FBI most wanted list. Won. This is what we talking about. A legacy. The Shakurs, fam. We losing some of our greats, y'all. So we got to maintain our greats. We got to maintain the energy with our great people, okay? We got to. All right? Mutulu. We lost Mutulu. All right? We lost Afeni and Assata. You got a few royal families in Black America. That is one of the royal families in Black America, y'all, the Shakurs. I remember seeing this one interview, right? This was way back in the 90s. Well, I didn't see it in the 90s. I seen it when I was older. However, this lady, they was asking her about Tupac Shakur. And she said, what's his name? She know rap music like that. She said, what's his name? They said his name is Tupac Shakur. She said, Tupac? She said, well, anybody with that last name, Shakur, is either locked up or they're in jail. You want to talk about real revolutionaries, my brothers and sisters? Real people who really put it on the line? Everybody talk that revolutionary stuff. That family really did it, okay? So when you start talking about Assata, you're dealing with an individual that was framed, put it all on the line for Black Americans, right? And then after they ended up getting Assata, fam, Assata ends up going to Cuba, which we all heard the story. And she was there until just yesterday, family. She beat the system. They put out all these type of things to get Assata. They ended up trying to amplify the list. They had Assata on the FBI's most wanted list, family, right next to ISIS, okay, with known terrorists, fam. But we're going to go all the way down the list. Let me tell you how bad Assata is, fam. Assata, when she got shot, Assata said she was glad she got shot because now she knows what it's like to get shot. Now she can live her life without fear, okay? This woman was extra special. And this is what I talk about when I speak about foundational Black American men and women. We built different, right? We're so built different. So one of the things that they try to do with our good sister Assata, they try to send tethers to go get her. We about to bring it all the way live, y'all. Yeah. Okay? Because when Assata was out there and she was really holding it down and she was really out there, fam, this is Assata Shakur right here, fam. I went and found y'all the actual newspapers of Assata Shakur when she made her escape. And guess who got Assata out of prison, family? Her brother, okay? And some of the Black Liberation Army. Fam, we stick together. We stick together. We hold each other down. Don't let nobody tell you anything other, fam. You know, I'm always talking about the lineage. I'm always talking about the family tree, fam. We stick together. Look at this right here. Yeah, they said they like to catch her. They said hundreds of law men are hunting Assata. But the man who wants the fugitive of the Black Liberation Army the most is probably Peter Coughlin of the New Jersey State Police Department. He said, I can retire right now, but I don't want to until we get her, is what Coughlin, the 26-year-old veteran, said. It gets to a personal thing after a couple years. Well, guess what, Mr. Coughlin? You never got her. So you had the damn police chief that was out there saying he wanted to get Assata. He said it was personal. And he said he could retire right then and there, but he wasn't going to until he got Assata. Well, guess what? You probably kicked the bucket and never got her. I told you she's the only person to beat the system, everybody. The only one to beat the system. How about this article right here, family? Confusion overwhelmed personnel at the Clinton Correctional Institution for Women immediately after yesterday's getaway by Assata. I'm calling her by her real name, okay? As a cape that was primarily due to poor security at the campus-like facility, ain't that funny, according to a reliable source who was there on the grounds at the time. There was confusion and a lack of action, the source said. Everybody was asking, what did we do? What did we do? There was a concern about the hostages. Assata escaped, authorities said, after 3 armed men posing as visitors forced her release at gunpoint from the maximum security building at the minimum security facility. 2 guards were briefly taken hostage, according to authorities. She got up out of there, and family, by the time they found her again, fam, I believe that was 1979. They didn't see Assata until 1984, and she was in Cuba, y'all. So she was over there living her life, speaking good, speaking highly of us, and Assata left us. She left us, family, a lot of jewels. I'm always telling you guys that receipts are documentations for the future. We did not lose Assata, family. We gained Assata as an ancestor. We're stronger now. Damn right we stronger now. Assata left us a lot of jewels that we're going to sit here and we're going to break down and we're going to talk about. That's what we do, family. But before we go there and break down all of these beautiful notes that she left us, look at this, fam. We learn. This is what makes us strong. This is why our babies in Tennessee was holding it down. This is lineage, heritage, and culture, man. They can't break us. But before I go there and tell you about Assata, let me tell you how she was living in Cuba. And then around 2010, 11, 12, they pulled out the damn tethers. What do we mean when we say they pulled out the damn tethers, family? I'm going to tell you who the hell they pulled out to go get our good sister, Assata. That man right damn there. Yeah. Let's go there, family. See, they understood that Assata was the only person to beat the system. So the dominant society wanted to get their lick back. Ain't that what we always saying they want, fam? So what's the first thing they did? They went to go get Barack Obama to go get Assata. So when he was running around here talking about hope and change and all these things, he came over here to try to get our good sister so he can bring her back. And I'm going to tell you some facts that a lot of people don't know. Let me tell you what those facts are. Yeah, check this out. Not your daddy's COINTELPRO. Obama brands Assata the most wanted terrorist. That is in 2013. She's been gone since the 1970s. And they waited until they got them a mop, a melanated other person to go after Assata. Check this out, family. A lot of people don't know how this played out, but I'm going to break it down to you. That's her FBI reward, family. Up to $2 million for the reward. How in the world can she been gone since the late 70s, appeared in Cuba in 1984, was living her life, and out of nowhere, in 2013, they wake up one morning and throw a press conference. I remember. I've seen it. They had a press conference out of nowhere where the FBI and Barack Obama put her in the top 5 most wanted list out of nowhere in 2013. There you go. There's a press conference right there. Look at this. There go the police officer. There goes her reward. You didn't ever see no damn specific press conference for all of the terrorists out there. I've never seen one. They put her on the list with ISIS. You mean to tell me you're going to put Assata on that list and Barack Obama was sitting there clapping and cheering? Hell yeah. FBA Soul Code, you remember too? Yep. It gets even deeper because I'm going to tell you some things nobody talked about. Oh, we go in there, family. Press record, fam. We going all the way live. More. Putting out one by one by one. Wanted by the FBI. Put out all of her different pictures. This is how she may look today. This was the last photo. Look at that. Look at that right there. 100,000, 2 million, 1 million, 3 million. Just a million on our sweet, beloved Assata, who was framed and set up and wrongfully harmed by the police officer. But this guy right here, Chris Christie, what the hell does he got to do with any of this, Black Alpha? How the hell you go from the FBI and Obama to this person? A lot of people don't know why I'm showing you this guy. This guy is a two-bid, low-budget politician, ran for president multiple times, didn't make it out the primaries. But let me tell you the connection he has with the Assata case. Y'all look at this right here, family. This is very, very disturbing. Out of nowhere, you see that Chris Christie, a failed politician, why Assata Shakur was suddenly promoted to the terrorist list. Last week, Assata Shakur was added to the FBI's top 10 most wanted terrorist list. It was really top 5. But that move might say less about Shakur's alleged crimes than about President Barack Obama and his willingness to play geopolitics. What? Obama, Chris Christie, and Assata? Where the hell does this tie in? Governor, Chris Christie of New Jersey, has asked President Obama to demand that Cuba return a woman convicted of unaliving a New Jersey state trooper 41 years ago. The governor's office said on Sunday, Mr. Christie made the request in a letter that was sent to the White House on Friday, 2 days after coward President Obama announced that he would move to normalize relations with Cuba. He was the president and he was getting dictated to by a failed governor of New Jersey. This is why we say Obama was a puppet, because he, as the president, was out here not only getting punked by people in the trailer park, he was getting punked by the governor. Chris Christie wanted to repay the debt of New Jersey to go get Assata, and that wasn't no letter asking Obama. He demanded it to Obama. He told Obama, you better, boy. And just like everything, whenever the dominant society came calling to Obama, he said, yes, sir, I will. Look at this. Convicted, unaliver, and fugitive named to the FBI's most wanted terror list with $1 million FBI reward offered for information leading to her capture. New Jersey Attorney General announces an additional $1 million New Jersey reward for information. So, family, a lot of people just see Obama and they say, hey, Obama is the one who put this out there. Black Alpha is telling you who told Obama and how he took the damn orders like a puppet. And I'm also showing you how bad they wanted Assata, because now the Attorney General popped in. A lot of people don't know. The FBI had their reward. Chris Christie demanded to Obama. And then the Attorney General popped in and said, we want her so bad, we want our lick back, because Assata is the person who embarrassed supremacy more than anybody in the whole world. You scope this planet Earth and you won't find one person that has embarrassed and gave supremacy an L more than Assata Shakur. I challenge you. So they wanted her so bad that years later, they came and said, here's a reward. Matter of fact, here's another extra $1 million. They wanted her. And at this time, Assata is an older woman. Still couldn't get her. Still too smooth. Still too thorough. Put out more. Brothers and sisters at the time had hands off of Assata Shakur. Obama didn't do nothing. He ignored it. President Obama, they were saying, remove Assata Shakur. Obama didn't do nothing. That's a petition. Obama didn't answer it. He said, nope, I won't do it. I'm going after her because Massa told me to, and I'm going to be a good puppet. Well, wait a minute now. What does this guy have to do with it, Black Alpha? Well, around this same exact time that Barack Obama was taking his orders from Mayo Master, he was also going after who? Gaddafi in Libya. Whoa. So are you telling me that they use the mop melanated other person Obama to go after the black Assata Shakur and to also go get Gaddafi in Africa? That's exactly what I'm saying. So at the same exact time that he's going after Assad is the same time that he started going after Gaddafi, being used as a puppet to undercut every single melanated or black person or anybody who identified with us. And family, you see that picture right there? I remember seeing it when it happened. Gaddafi made the mistake of thinking that just because Obama had melanin, that was a friend. Gaddafi knew better. I remember watching it. It was at the United Nations. Gaddafi ran up to Obama and tried to shake his hand and hug him. See, this is them shaking hands. Before this picture was taken, Gaddafi tried to hug Obama, and Obama brushed him off with, no. Massa's back here watching. Look back here. Y'all look at it. Look at this. Look at this, family. Look who's back there watching. Look at that. I want y'all to see Brad. Look at Brad with them evil eyes. Y'all see Brad in the back? Look at Brad watching. Brad is like, Obama, you better not hug him. And Obama knew, fam, that picture is literally Brad looking over Obama's shoulder, literally, while Obama is shaking hands with Gaddafi. Gaddafi made the same mistake we were making here in America until delineation of thinking everybody with melanin is a friend. Gaddafi thought because Barack Obama's daddy's from Kenya and he's in Libya that he was going to look out for him. The same way a lot of folks thought if they voted blue no matter who for the black president, then things would get better. Here comes more of the hustle. So after he brushed off Gaddafi and he said no, and he betrayed Gaddafi, there you go with the picture. Shaking his hand, brushed him off, said, nope, I don't want nothing to do with it. Keep it moving. Nope, ain't got nothing to say. Let's keep this thing trucking. Here we go. Why did this happen? Did Gaddafi plan to introduce an African currency backed by gold? You guys know. I'm talking to a room full of certifieds right now. Y'all know. I ain't talking to no newcomers. Y'all know exactly what this is about. Yep. The same way they want they lick back for Assad, the same way they want to undercut us, the same way they want to go get Gaddafi. Yeah. Farrakhan denied $1 billion from Libya. Family, I want you guys to focus and I want your eyes to go exactly where I have highlighted in that picture. That says LA Times Archives, August 29th, 1996 at 12 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 3 a.m. Eastern time. Family, in 1996, Farrakhan was offered this by Libya from Gaddafi. So you see, they had him in the sights way back then. And they said, we gonna get that man. You damn right we gonna get that man. And then they said, we'll wait until we get us a mop, because the mop will fool everybody. 1996, a geopolitical drama unfolded that brought together an unlikely trio. Libya leader Mahmoud Gaddafi, Nation of Islam leaders Louis Farrakhan, and the U.S. government at the center of this controversy, which was proposed a $1 billion gift from Gaddafi to Farrakhan's organization, a move that would test the limits of U.S. foreign policy and sanctions against Libya. Oh, no, they couldn't have that. No. And they were going to wait until they got them a nice old tether to bring down Gaddafi. And family, let me just say, y'all know exactly what happened to Gaddafi. They took Gaddafi out, never to be heard of again, and they took over Libya, all brought to you by the MOP president. So now that I showed you Chris Christie and how he ties into Assad, and then I showed you Gaddafi and how he tied in to Assad, now that brings me to Mike Brown and Darren Wilson. Well, what do they got to do with Assad? I'm going to tell you what they got to do. Because the same exact time that Obama was putting out these FBI most wanted lists and these rewards to go get our sister is the same exact time that Mike Brown was unalived by this wannabe police officer, and Barack Obama pretended to want to do something about it. And Barack Obama said he'd bring justice. And Barack Obama said Black Lives Matter. And he put this guy on the case. Who is this guy? This is Eric Holder. Yep. And what did Eric Holder do? Oh, he played the game. He played the game because Eric Holder is also a mop. So these are two mops fooling black people. You see why we delineate, separate, regulate? Eric Holder came in raging, y'all. He said, I'm so mad. I'm going to bring justice. What happened to Mike Brown was a travesty. Attorney General Eric Holder in Ferguson recalls being angry after police encounters. He was talking all that talk August 20th, 2014, around the same time that they were going after Assata. Eric Holder announced he's on the case, and he gonna bring some racial justice. Well, just to let you know how that turned out, the Justice Department says it won't prosecute former Ferguson, Missouri police officer Darren Wilson in the unaliving of unarmed black 18-year-old that led to 2 weeks of protests. So you wanted to go get Assata. Oh, they made that happen. You wanted to go get Gaddafi. Oh, they made that happen. You wanted to bring this police officer to justice. Nah, we ain't gonna make that happen because you're working for the other team. DOJ clears Darren Wilson and Mike Brown unaliving. This is all happening when they were trying to get our good sister, y'all. Obama on Ferguson. He says they weren't just making it up. Well, if they were just making it up, then how come you didn't do anything, Mr. Mop Man? You had all that energy and you made it happen when you wanted to go get Assata. Then how come you weren't doing anything here, Obama? Oh, because you was stringing people along, just like Eric Holder. Yeah, and you weren't really ever going to do nothing from the get because your orders were to go get that black woman. President Obama on Friday defended the Department of Justice decision not to charge a Ferguson, Missouri police officer in the harming and unaliving of an unarmed black American teenager last year. How many of y'all know that Barack Obama not only didn't bring charges, he defended not bringing them? Oh, how history deceives us. We just say Barack Obama didn't do nothing for black folks. Barack Obama did something for everybody other than us. Barack Obama never really did nothing for us. Do you skip the point where Barack Obama defended not doing anything for us? Did you jump over the fact that Barack Obama openly defended the DOJ saying hail to the gnaw? Don't forget about the details and the nuances. Barack was completely against it. Proceed to give everybody what they need. So Barack, after he defended it, said, I don't give a damn. He also came out and said this: you can't just charge him anyway because of what happened was tragic. Oh, he talking reckless, y'all. Oh, he was talking bold. Oh, Barack got some balls. He said, black folks, you can't just charge him anyway. Damn, I had complete confidence as it stands behind the Justice Department. Oh, so all of that, I'm mad. I'm going to do something. Oh, this is wrong. Trayvon looks like my kid. Oh, all of that went out the window because this is around the time when black folks said, we're done with this guy. This is around the time when black folks said, you know what? It's over with. This is when Barack Obama starts saying, oh, yeah, you done with me? Well, I'm done with you. I don't give a damn. Okay. So Barack told you he didn't give a damn. And nothing ended up happening at all in charging the police officer with harming our brother. It says they won't prosecute at all. And it led to a week of protest. And Barack Obama said, y'all black folks, get over it. It's a wrap. And to bring it all the way back, mop number one is Barack Hussein Obama. And mop number two is Eric Holder. And for those of y'all who didn't know, which plenty of you guys already know, look at Eric Holder's family. Look where Eric Holder's relatives are from. Look where Eric Holder's lineage goes back to. His father is a native of Barbados. So you deal with two mops that came after our good sister. But let me tell you what those mops did not do. Those mops did not bring justice to a black American that was unalived as we were strung along the whole damn time. So to make things crystal clear, y'all, point blank, Barack Obama took his orders to go after Assata. Out of nowhere, he puts her on the FBI's most wanted list. And then they increase it, and then they increase it, and then they increase it. And I heard that he was even working behind the scenes to further it. And then on top of that, he took orders from a damn governor. A damn governor told Barack Obama what to do. See, a lot of people didn't know that. Chris Christie is the one who told Obama, you better go do it. And Obama said yes. So even as the president of the United States of America, Barack Obama was still bowing down to nobodies. When you're the president and you bowing down to a governor, what does that say truly about you? Exactly. So as we always say, Barack didn't do nothing to people in the trailer park. This man, the president, getting checked by somebody in the trailer park. He getting checked by governors and mayors. So all these people talking about be like Obama. What? The worst thing a black kid could ever be is like Obama. To show you that no matter how high you go in society, no matter how up you are, you still are nobody and you should act like one. That's not the message that we're delivering. We're telling black Americans, no matter where you are, you can check anybody no matter how high you are. Barack Obama was telling them no matter how high he is, he was going to bow down. So he ended up going to Chris Christie and he took it. And then he folded and he went after her. And while he had all this energy to get Assad, he had all this energy to get Gaddafi, he had none to bring justice to Mike Brown or bring justice to Trayvon or any black person that was harmed. So every time you talk about Barack Obama didn't do nothing for black folks, make sure you add on Barack Obama did a lot of stuff for them folks. And when I say them, I'm talking about governors, mayors, people in trailer parks. He did everything for the rainbows and the Skittles bag and the fruit by the foot, fruit roll-ups. He did everything for everybody. And then he talked reckless in the process. So this is why we stand on our sister. But here's the news about it, y'all. With all of that said, they still never got her. No, you did all of that, all the money, all the billions, and you still never got her. So what happened is that y'all unjustly harmed her. You unjustly locked her up. You framed her. Her brother and her people broke her out. She disappeared and went and lived a beautiful life in Cuba. And even when you try to put her on all these most wanted lists, she still lived that life. And even when you try to frame her, she still lived that life. And even when you try to send a mop after her, she still lived that life. So guess what that means to me? That means Assad won. That means she's the only person in American history to give America or white supremacy that type of L. And they tried to get the lick back and never could. And on top of that, she's a legend. And then on top of her being a legend, let me tell y'all, she left us so many jewels, my brothers and sisters. She left us so many jewels and jewels that we're going to have to be here to understand. Let me read this to you guys, okay? Family, we didn't lose Assad, fam. We gained another ancestor, y'all. So when you wake up tomorrow and the next situation goes down and the reparation generation, and we keep saying these ancestors are working, these plantations is going down, our babies is running people off of campuses, we getting reparations. I want you to understand that every day we get stronger because of this. These are real ancestors, not the fake ones everybody wants to act like. Watch this, family. She says, every time a black freedom fighter is harmed or captured, the pigs try to create the impression that they have squandered the movement, destroyed our forces, and put down the black revolution. The pigs also try to give the impression that 5 or 10 guerrillas are responsible for every revolutionary action carried out in America. That is nonsense. That is absurd. Black revolutionaries do not drop from the moon. We are created by the conditions shaped by our oppression. We are manufactured in droves in the ghettos, in the streets, in places like Africa, San Quentin, Bedford Hills, Leavenworth, in the Sing Sing. They are turning out thousands of us. Many jobless black veterans and welfare mothers are joining our ranks. Brothers and sisters from all walks of life who are tired of suffering passively. They make up the Black Liberation Army. There is and always will be, until black man, women, and child are free, a Black Liberation Army. The main function of the Black Liberation Army at this time is to create good examples to struggle for black freedom and prepare for the future. We must defend ourselves. Let no one disrespect us. Shout out to our babies in Tennessee. Nobody disrespect us. We must gain from our liberation, y'all, by any means necessary. It's our duty to fight for our freedom. It's our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Family, when I say the ancestors leave us this game, oh, they leave us this game. Yes, the hell they do. And I got a special thing that I want to read to you guys. Are my certified sisters in the house? If my certified sisters in the house, can I please get some 100s in the chat? please be accounted for, because this goes for all of my certified foundational Black American women. I know there's a bunch of dusty ass dudes out here. I know there's a bunch of busters that be running around here talking about some, when y'all gonna talk about Black women? When you gonna talk about this? We ain't never gonna stop riding for our sisters. We ain't never gonna stop riding for the cause. We ain't never gonna stop riding for what's right. Assata left a special message to our Black American women, and I'm gonna read it to you guys right here. She says right here, clear as day, family, and she wanted to talk to our sisters. She said, at this time, I like to say a few words, especially to all my sisters, all right? The free Black women participate in every aspect of our struggle, on every level of our struggle. Sisters, I see y'all. I see y'all. You know I see you. Look at the chat. I want all y'all to see the chat right now. I don't give a damn if y'all watching this broadcast tomorrow in a replay. I don't care if you're watching it live or if you watch this playback 20 years from now. May our souls speak. May our spirits be clear. In the words of Assata, she said, our Black women must participate in every aspect of our struggle, on every level of our struggle. A revolutionary woman can't have no revolutionary wannabe. She can't have no fraud. She says verbatim, a revolutionary woman can't have a reactionary man. One more time. A revolutionary woman can't have a reactionary man. I call that a wannabe. She said, I am a Black revolutionary woman, and because of this, I have been charged with and accused of every alleged crime in which a woman was believed to have participated in. The alleged crimes in which only men were supposedly involved in. I have been accused of planning. They have plastered pictures alleged for me in post offices, in airports, police cars, subways, banks, televisions, newspapers. They have offered over $50,000 of rewards for my capture. They have issued orders to harm me on sight. Now, family, Assata was telling us about the thousands of dollars then, and years later, family, they upped those thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. And out of all the money that they put on the line, out of all the dollar bills they tried, they still couldn't stop the great Assata Shakur. So when I tell everybody listening, and I mean this, and I put my whole soul on this, you cannot stop our foundational Black American women. I call them certified sisters. And let our certified sisters know this verbatim. They are stronger than ever. The spirit of every foundational Black American lives within them. And Assata Shakur exemplified it to the T. So all my sisters, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. To all of my sisters, keep doing your damn thing. Because right now, y'all got the whole damn world shook. Right now, these people can't see you. And right now, y'all are flawless. So keep holding it down. I love y'all with a passion. And Assata was talking to y'all way back then. And now the message is received. Family, I bet when she wrote that, she had no idea that there was going to be this thing called the internet. And we was going to be sitting here permeating this energy and reading out her words like the revolutionary poetry that it is for all of our sisters to hear it. So her words will live forever. And once you guys speak it, believe it, and received it, it's going to go forever. Fire. The flame inside rages for eternity. And family, Assata left us this message right here, fam. And I want all of y'all to take this to heart. This go for my brothers, my sisters, my kings, my queens, my goddess, and gods. She said she wants to make the ancestors proud. And we say that all the time. Watch this, family.
I think I come from a very strong history, and I simply want to live on this planet and to continue that tradition and to try in my little way to make my ancestors proud. I think I come from a very strong history, And I simply wanted to live on this planet and to continue that tradition and to try in my little way to make my ancestors proud. I think,
Assata, not only did you make the ancestors proud, you also made your revolutionary offspring, all of us, proud. And family, is that not the same principle that we stand on? Is that not the same principle that we always speak of? Is that not exactly what we say every time that we convene and we gather and we speak? Is she not speaking directly to us? There's something different, y'all. As I tell people all the time, y'all, there's a gleam. There's a gleam involved. This is different, all right? You can live it, you can feel it, you can understand it, but it runs deep. So when we see Assata talking about the same principles that we have, that we tell each other in our private times, publicly, personally, when we're by ourselves, when we're in our own thoughts, before we lay down, when she's saying the same exact principles that we have, that we inherited, she tells you that she inherited them. She wants to make her ancestors proud, which are our ancestors, and we want to make her proud. Family, is it not the family tree? And one day, somebody will be right here having the same conversation about wanting to make us proud. This is how you stay strong. This is how you stay exceptional. This is how you stay beautiful. This is how you stay gorgeous. And this is us. Don't let nobody confuse you, y'all. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one foundational Black America. There's only one lineage right here. There's only one certified Black. We ride for what's right. We stand on real ethics and morals. We laugh at everybody out here who's in disarray and they're reckless based on negative energy. We're about positive energy, positive vibes. We're about the ancestors. We're about each other. Every single thing that you can think of that is a strong spiritual core, it resides in us. And that flame never goes out. That's the one thing. That flame, it is internal for eternity. It will always burn. So Assata is still here right now. Assata is listening to us right now. Yes, she is, as well as all the ancestors. But we're speaking directly to her as she transitioned. Family, Assata is here right now with us. The energy we make can never be displaced. The energy never goes away. These are things that don't nobody else talk about. Nobody else has these conversations. Family, I've been around a whole lot of different people from a whole lot of different walks of life. When I tell people they not like us, it's not just because it's clever. It's because when I listen to us, what we say, the way our mind moves and how we think and how we have that camaraderie, I don't hear that from anybody else. And I know y'all don't hear it either. They don't talk about it. Now everybody want to talk about the ancestors, but they only stealing that from us because they are the artificial. We are the authentic. They are the counterfeit. We are the certified. So the very fact, family, that we have these conversations, the very fact that we're all on the same page, we got brothers and sisters from every walk of life, from the East Coast, the West Coast, down South, Midwest, and everything in between. We never sat down, wrote this down, shared it around. We all just wake up with it. It's divine. It's inept. It's hardwired into our DNA. So as we speak and we give our praise to Assata for all the energy, all the jewels, all the gifts that she gave, the best way to honor her, family, is to continue to be yourself. The best way to honor her is to listen to what she said in her words and have that revolutionary spirit, that revolutionary offspring. That's what we are. So we don't take the disrespect like she said she won't take it. We're not going to be unjustly harmed. We're not going to be unjustly framed. We're not going to have people dictate to us. We determine and dictate our own destiny. And it's a beautiful thing when you can do that. It's a beautiful thing when we can all sit here, fam, and we can look at our grandparents and see ourselves in them. And y'all know now we're looking at these kids and we're starting to see our vibe in these kids. Look how quickly we've shifted. We got out all of that negative vibes. So now the babies are standing on principle, business, reparations, positive energy, fam. The frequency is something else. It is beholden. It is something to witness. And you only get one. You only get one. As there's only one of us, there's only one generation like this, fam. And we will pass the baton to the next one. So everything that we do is only getting stronger, y'all. It's only getting stronger. It's only getting stronger. So I send a certified salute to everybody, as well as the Shakors. Shout out to all of the Shakors, because we celebrate our revolutionary families. We celebrate Black royalty. We celebrate everything that is of the lineage. That's a beautiful thing. So rest in peace to Matulu. Rest in peace to Tupac. Rest in peace to Afeni. Rest in peace to Assata and all of the Shakors. Much love and respect to Tupac's sister. Much love and respect to his brother. Shout out to Mo Preem. He got a book out. Y'all go buy it. Much love to the Shakors. Much love to your family, my family, everybody's family. We stand on certified business because we are family. and they can't see us. Family, I give y'all the greatest certified salute. Much love and respect. And like I always say, family, when it comes to FBA business, we don't run, we don't hide, we stand on principle, and we multiply. And for the great Asada Shakur, I send certified salutes up above to the sky. Much love, sister. Peace and love. I love y'all with a passion. Love y'all. Stay good. Stay vigilant. Much respect to everybody out there. And no matter what you do, family, no matter where you go, show love to our sister. Show love to yourself. I love all my Black American women. I love all my Black American men, y'all. We do this damn thing together, shoulder to shoulder, side by side. And we winning right now in the process. Much love to the family. But just remember, for me, Black Alpha, #1 activist, love you all with the passion. And always remember that Black is beautiful and beautiful is always Black. And it's only fitting that the greatest rapper of all time bring us home. Tupac, bring us home, brother.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are. And until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.